Lay that man. Nope. I'm not crazy. You need a little bit more. Slide over there.
Is we live? We live? We
Test,
on? We
test,
in here?
test.
Yo, we
Can you
live,
hear?
man. Yo, we live. Hold on,
We
bro.
in
Let me
this
do what
joint.
it is. Your boy telling
There
me
you
right.
go,
I
man.
already know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Thursday, and we are back for the infamous No Filter Show. And I'm always joined by my
Yes, you
great
gotta move.
co-host.
First of all, can you hear me?
Yeah.
For
All right,
sure.
perfect. Well, glad since you can hear me, it's the one and only K Quick, villain in the white mask. You know Asylum is out on all music and streaming platforms. Make sure you got that. I wish I had brought the dang CD down here, but hey, if I say get it, you should get it because it's fire and I'm fire, and you know what it is. It's Beast Bars of Fate. Hey,
My man, and of course this
Sorry.
what'd you say, Weezy? What'd you say?
I said how to follow that.
You'll figure
I'm
it
just
out.
gonna say I'm the Blue Phoenix. Hello.
With
man was
you gotta do better than that. Blue Phoenix with an exquisite head wrap as the
I
crown
have
circles.
shown up with a purple crown this evening
Yes.
and earrings to match.
See, you should have just started like that. It would have been perfect. But go ahead.
man, what's good with y'all, man? And of course, this is your man AI, aka GIMO, aka non-GMO, aka Red Nose, man. We in this bitch. You heard me.
Hey everybody, it is just Star. Hello, hello, hello.
And we back on this good old Thursday. How everybody feeling today?
Great.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
we here on we on this side of the grass, so it's beautiful.
Listen, for everybody out there, our energies may be a little bit different, man. Thanks to the Blue Phoenix for trying to heal us all, man. But like seriously, we all are suffering and been living long enough to see the transitions of our elders. It is happening live and in front of our faces, you know. So I gotta say, shout outs to all of you, man. I love y'all, man. Like we are all going through it. You know what I'm saying when it comes to that. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it sounds that we are a little down, man, look, we're gonna need y'all to get in the comment section, man, and uplift us, man. Give us a shout out, man. Let us know that y'all
And,
paying attention.
most definitely. And before we go any further, I just want to personally state this for anybody who's watching. If there's one thing, if you learned anything from 2020, appreciate people while they here. Give them their flowers, you know, because one thing, because I recently, and I say this because anybody who follows me knows this, I recently lost my grandmother. And one thing, even though it hurt me, because that's like part of my soul that left, I don't have a regret because I do know every time I was around her, I let her know every second how much I loved her. And every time I hugged her, that hug was extra long, and she hugged back extra long. And I cherish each and every one of those moments. But at the same time, me doing that makes me want another one of those hugs or one of those moments again. But I still cherish those times. So I'm just saying, make the best of everybody while they here. So
That's a big affirmative, bro. That's a big affirmative. I'm going through the same thing with my ace boon coon, my grandmother, bro. Hey, listen, you are not alone in this world, bro. That's the
yes,
weird thing
sir.
about it, man. Just thought I know she has some great, beautiful words to say too, man. We all are going through it. Even
Yes.
Telemaid, man. We all are feeling the pangs of like reality and mortality. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Anybody else? So I,
Oh, where's our shining star go?
Is
I
she
mean, you
backstage
know,
again?
hold on, she might be backstage. I mean, she's backstage.
Yeah, bring it back.
Like I really don't. I'm just still soaking in the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just taking it
yeah.
day by day. Everything gonna be all right. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody going through it. Everybody keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna turn the negatives into positives, and we're gonna keep on pushing because we built to win. You know what I'm saying? And life is life, and life is gonna happen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That's a definite. That's an affirmative. Star, you okay out there? You done joined us again. Do you have any words of wisdom or anything about dealing with mortality or losing a parent or grandparent?
Um, well, I have one remaining grandparent right now. She's healthy. Um, I'm dealing with my dad being sick and in the hospital. So now I don't really have much to say on this topic. It's extremely hard. On top of that, I just lost a brother just weeks ago, one of my brothers. So yeah, I'm not emotionally equipped to have this conversation. I
Understandable.
pray your words.
You got our full support, and we won't be intrusive. You dig? So we love you. That's all we're gonna say. And I love all y'all, man. Let's get to the business. Tell them
Facts.
Rock, what it do?
Man, first and foremost, before we go into this whole lineup that we had breaking news. Tori Lane has officially been charged in the incident with Meg Thee Stallion. So now things are about to get really interesting. The truth is about to start coming out.
And you
we
said
can
this is
start talking
breaking
about
news,
this.
as in just hit the airwaves type stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, possibly about what, 3 or 4 hours ago?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hey, it's about to get real. I think honestly, I think him dropping that project kind of put the ball back in the police officer's court. I feel like it's been like publicity, a lot of publicity going on. Tori dropped this album, and then Meg's performance. What was that on? Was it Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
What's the SNL? Her
It was
performance,
SNL.
and yeah, and like I think right now it's kind of like, all right, let's hurry and get this shit over with. So I guess the cards are about to fly, and we about to figure out what's really good.
Like I said, I was waiting on this section right here before I give my opinion.
And so I guess we have to listen to your opinion. Let's go in. Let's do this. Let's not dodge the bullets. Let's take it.
No. I mean, like, my opinion is what it is. I mean, it's about to go to court. Everybody deserves that day, innocent till proven guilty, So if he gets in there and the evidence and so on and so forth proves that he did it, and he gets indicted, he deserves whatever he gets coming to him, If it turns out the other way around and somebody's lying on them, they deserve whatever they get. That's just how it is. And however it turns out, that's how it turns out.
And so here it is. Okay, so we heard the album. We went off of what he said. We are going on our emotions as men. You dig? Women are going on their emotions. There is a gender divide in this whole plausible outcome. You dig? Like it may be the other way around. Now, in LA, just like Dr. Dre, who's more likely, you dig what I'm saying, to win most likely? Like, we've been through this before. We heard the cries of the man. Do we believe his side of the coin? Or do we believe her side of the coin?
I think in the midst of all the bullshit, there's truth in both of their stories. You know what I'm saying?
And
it just to me, honestly, it's a missing part of the story that we're not hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that everybody knows who did it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just keeping their mouth shut, and it's like every man for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody's protecting themselves. You dig what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I know there's some loyal women, and don't get it twisted. I'm not taking nothing away from loyal women. But if a woman really believes that a man shot her or shot at her, which was an attempt on her life, she's going to say something when the police got to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Her life
Exactly.
be in danger. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about this, loyalty that. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I don't
I,
agree,
I
but okay.
really.
Really, really.
So, all right. So let me ask you, just if if you was in Meg's situation and Tori so called shot at you, you wouldn't have snitched. You wouldn't have been. You wouldn't have felt like you were in danger to the point where you needed the police to separate you from this man.
Honestly, I've been in her situation. I didn't get shot, but the person that I was in a relationship with at that time, he was high off some drugs that I didn't know he took. He pulled a gun on me. We fought for it. The gun went off. The neighbor called the police. When the police came to the door, I told them I had no idea what they were talking about.
No, no, no. We're not okay. I get that. I mean, high on the drugs, all right. But let's talk about there's an altercation, there's a issue going on.
Well, what I'm saying is, so when she got on her live, right, she was saying that the reason she didn't tell the police is because look at what they doing to black men and this. So I understood whether I agreed with her right then and there or not. I understood why she said it. In my situation, like I said, he pulled the gun on me. He was trying to kill me because I was trying to leave the relationship. At that moment, I was thinking, okay, I'm pregnant. He's a drug dealer. I know he got some drugs in this house. He might not survive this situation. I'm not shot. I'm not hurt. If I can just get out the door and leave while the police are here, I stand a better chance of leaving with my life. And that was my thought. I didn't tell the police anything.
So
I'm
I
gonna
have
be
a question.
real. When she said that, made that statement, and I get what you're saying, Star. But you know what I'm saying. As far as when she made that statement on why she didn't snitch, to me, I kind of felt like that was a cover up. There was no confidence in what she said. She didn't say it like she believed it. She said it like it was the best thing to say to cover her ass. You
Well,
know what I'm saying? And
I have a question and a bit of info to throw in.
okay.
Spin the block moment, because I remember when we first started discussing this, and granted, you can look this
mhm.
video up on the tube if you'd like to. She went live before this whole Tory thing was even a situation, telling about how she was in a domestic or altercation with a former significant other, and when the police arrived, she then lied for him, and it backfired. So it's not the first time she's done this. Now this number one. Now number two. Now granted, if you're in a committed relationship, like for one, marriage, so on and so forth, you ride or die for your significant other. If my if my girl come on because she caught a body, I ain't telling nobody. Or something, like, you know what I mean? That's just how it works. But my question is, when it comes, do you feel it's possible for people to bestow that type of loyalty on the wrong people?
I think that everything that we are talking about here is very personal. See, Star is only coming from one aspect of it. We are coming from the fact that we may have had multiple violent situations emotionally as men and never been able to talk about it because we're always looked at as heathens. I think that women are way more capable of being vocal than we are. And the fact that she sat up there and got shot, I doubt that a woman is not going to sing. Okay. Women are not notoriously known for holding their water. Okay. When it comes to violent acts against them from other males, you dig? So I really find that unbelievable. I don't see that you get your skin blown off. I don't know how that happens because I've seen all types of gunshot wounds. Never happen. And you're still able to perform and be on the cover of, what is it, GQ? What was it? I forgot that international joint, the Times or whatever the hell it is. Whatever she was on, it doesn't make any sense to me that she would not verbally, just like Star's doing now, she got threatened. She did not get hurt. You dig what I'm saying? It's a big difference between getting shot and not getting shot. You dig what I'm saying? When you in pain like that and you're limping, You're not trying to save nobody's life. You need to save your own.
Well, I don't dispute you on that. You know the point that I was gonna make to Rock is I don't know if she made the statements just to cover her own ass or what her motivation was. I was just simply saying that mindset that she said she was in. I understand that mindset. Like I said, it is different for me because I didn't actually get shot, and I guess when put it this way, a person that just got shot, their thinking can possibly be all over the place. So in that regard, that's where I kind of straddle the fence. I feel like, yes, I agree with y'all that she would have said something. On the flip side, we don't know how she was raised, what she been through. Maybe she wouldn't say something. Like, we don't know how she grew up. You know what I mean? For me, I can't say what I would have done had I actually gotten shot. I don't know if I would have said, okay, the gun just went off. He did it into. I have no clue because I didn't get shot. I just know when I was in a similar situation, my only thought was to just get out of there. It wasn't to tell the police nothing. Once you start telling the police, you have to stay and you have to give an official statement and you have to talk to them. You have to be in that environment. My only thought was, I ain't talking to nobody. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know where it came from. But while y'all standing here asking questions, I'm going to disappear. That was my thought.
Well,
Blue Phoenix.
I don't have anything to say because I already said what I said last time we talked about them.
she don't care.
We'll never. I don't. but
question. Rock, what was the reason? Rock, tell me again. What was the reason? On this particular situation, what was the reason she said she lied to the police?
She said because of how the police, she was scared because of how the pretty much the climate of police and how they interact with black men, and she was scared for their life, and she didn't want him to be like it was all right. To me, it sounded like a cracker. It sounded like a cracker.
Now, all right, yeah, we get that. Now hold that there. Now, granted, Star, you said when you were in a similar situation, your main focus was to just get the heck out of there primarily, correct?
Yeah.
When the gun was out. Now, general question to y'all. Now, after being shot, let's just say you were in Megan's shoes. After being shot allegedly in both of your feet, allegedly, and you're in pain, excruciating from those fragments of bullets, what so have you, allegedly. You, aside from all this pain and all this that's going on, the main thing rushing through your head is the climate that we're in. Does that make true sense to you? Is you think that'll be the first thing on your mind?
Hold up. Before we even get started, women do hold their water, but they don't hold their water when it comes to child support. Goddamn. When that pain, when that baby shooting out their vagina, they know how to call their goddamn, hey, look, they know how to go get that money out of a motherfucker. But you're telling me that if a man that just so happens to be your non-baby father, they're not going to say nothing? But y'all take us to, the records in law and the record keeping of child support does not dictate the ladder that Just Star is talking about, that Zena's talking about. I get it. There's a rare few that might be on some G shit. But
yeah, I just got one question though. Just one question. If he shot her outside of the car, right? Just a real question. I mean, I could have sworn it was out because he was shooting as he was walking away.
Well, I heard, like I said, in the beginning, it was multiple stories. At first, the gun was shot in the car and it ricocheted and hit her feet. Then it was outside and he wanted to make her dance like a cartoon and all this crazy stuff. Like I said, I'm waiting. Tori, Meg, I'm waiting for this.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm waiting for this right here.
What I was going to say.
Hey, so
exactly what I was going to say.
In spite of all the different rumors when it first happened, the official story was that he pointed the gun out the window. She was out of the car, out of the truck, walking away from it. The gun was already out in the truck, which they're basically saying that she hopped out because he pulled the gun while she was in the truck. But as she was the way he leaned out of the window and so-called told her dance, bitch. So
So let me ask you this: how is it? So she climbed back in the truck. She climbed back in the truck when the LAPD and the ghetto bird was out there and climbed back out. I've never seen. Have you ever seen somebody get? You know, we always bring this up, but has anybody on here literally seen somebody get shot in any nether region other than? You dig what I'm saying? Like the foot is only bone and ligament, young. If a bullet touches something, fragment or nah, it's gonna cripple you immediately. You understand me? You can't climb back in the car after you get shot, play it off, then get back out and just barely bleed. Come on, man. We saw the footage, y'all.
And also, as far as the whole Dan's B thing, is there legitimate proof that he said that, or is this just alleged rumors too?
All of it is alleged until they step in the courtroom.
That's why I said the fact still remains. Waiting for this right there. That's where I'm at.
You know what? Out of all of this, the fact that he may possibly get 22 years bothers me. That bothers me.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a long
For an
time.
ankle shot.
That's a long time. And it's still a possibility. He may not get 22 years, but that is a long possibility of somebody's life.
So you mean to tell me, but like, let's take ourselves out of the case real quick, because now the conversation is my thought process is aside from just this Meg and Tori case. 22 years for getting shot in the ankles, allegedly. Now think about this. There have been, this goes once again, I'm sorry to bring it back here, but it's impossible not to take it here. I've seen white cops kill black folks and they get breakfast in the morning by their loving wives. An ankle shot, no body, not a body bag, nothing.
Hold up, not even an ankle shot, bro. Not even an ankle shot.
A flesh
supposedly
wound.
A ricochet.
Supposedly a ricochet flesh wound. And you get the final score at a Ravens game. That is ridiculous.
Hey, bro, that is retarded, bro. But they're trying to make an example, and of course, with the political times and the climate that we're in, and we're not gonna beat this dead horse again. I think we talked about it for 2 weeks in a row. But with the political climate that's going on, man, there's a big gender divide that's going on right now as we speak.
Of course. Now,
but
go ahead.
They're gonna make an example of this brother for a flesh wound. Because if it didn't hit ligaments and it didn't tear nothing apart, that is not even attempted. That is not even manslaughter. That could have been an accident at any cost. That wasn't aimed literally at her. How she got shot in both hooves, I have no clue. But it happened, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so let's move on.
Move on.
I'm not getting. I don't think we get paid. I think we need to start getting paid to get covered this damn story.
Hey, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
We're doing better than a lot of people.
Especially Star. Star needs that bag. Hey, y'all need to hook my boo up now.
What happened?
Jaguar left will get paid eventually. So.
So look, real quick.
Oh God.
Let's move on to Agent Orange, aka 45. Donald Trump COVID scare and him at Johns Hopkins. He decides to get in this good old truck, ride around and wave to the people. Think is dismissed early and comes home. Walk up the steps, slowly wheezes a little bit, takes deep breaths and says hi to the American people, and then walks away. How do y'all feel about this bullshit?
Well, allow me to volunteer to start this one off, actually. But firstly, being that I've been knock on wood, I've never had it, I've never contracted it, but indirectly I have been faced with COVID. You know, it has directly affected my family. It has directly led to certain family members of mine's demise. Unfortunately, I would not one thing I won't do, as I see a lot of people do, I will not make jokes about somebody having it. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. And even if it is Donald Trump, I will not joke or insult him while he has that virus. About the virus. You know what I mean? Because it's it ain't no joke. And it definitely is not. But what I will
So look,
say
quick, let me cut
is
you
he
off. My
definitely.
bad. I'm gonna be the one to say it. You feel me? And I'm not gonna be no asshole about it. No, I don't
Well,
wish
well, I was about to
nothing
say what
on
I was going to
anybody.
say is he brought it. What I was about to say is what I will say is he did bring it on himself. Because he too was one of these people who was not taking it serious. He would go to these rallies, go to these events. Him and nobody in his party were wearing masks to protect themselves from each other nor anybody else. And now that he's got it, and he tried to force himself, and it was forced to go out in public. And trust me, he was on his last leg, standing up there trying to get that dang speech, all that instability in his breathing that I
Hey,
heard.
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Apparently, and I can tell Trump is one of those ones who cannot admit or will not admit when he's wrong, or when something has came back to bite him in the ass. And now that he has the COVID, he has nobody but himself to blame. And now that he's out walking into the White House without a mask, going out in public without a mask, he is cross contaminating and putting in danger everyone who is around him, the Secret Service that protects him, his cabinet, his party, his wife, whoever's around him. And now him going into that White House, like, even though most people wouldn't care about this, but just think about it. Whoever all the people in that White House are in is now in contact. The White House is probably now contaminated for all we know. It's just, how can all this happen to you and you still be careless, callous, and irresponsible? I say, and for real, that frustrates me even more, because being all that I said before I even made this statement, as serious as this is, why would you still put in? And granted, and also, he also in his statement said, don't fear this, it's beatable, and so on and so forth. But, Mr. President, not every American citizen has a committed team of 15 doctors that is going to dedicate their time just to you.
So let me play other sides of the coin real quick. Quick. What if this is just a publicity stunt? Because this just so happened after he did horrible at the debate.
If
What if
it
this
is,
was just a stunt?
if it is a stunt, then it wouldn't surprise me, because for real, it would be vintage Trump and publicity, the reality star, the celebrity, or whatever. But I doubt, like, for real, it ain't no telling. But let's just say, and let's just say, theories aside, if it is a stunt, shame on it. If it is a stunt, that would make me even more furious, because people have lost their lives to this, and it's nothing to be playing about. And
Excuse me, quick. I think no. I'm gonna have to cut you off, and I think that I'm gonna have to come out here with the ammunition, because you're being very careful, because you feel like a person in your family who is defenseless, who actually took it serious, um, is playing the same volatile or inconsiderate games that this idiot is. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put it in perspective. We done had so many people. I've had 3 coworkers come down with it. Okay. The next 2 weeks, they went in quarantine for 14 days. They were free of it. You had the NBA players that came down with it. Nobody emerged with a result of hydrochloroquine as the resolve for them having it or solving the issue of it. Okay. Then you have this idiot that all of a sudden, okay, comes down with it. Him and whatever her name is, Melania. They both come down with it all of a sudden at the same time. Okay. Then all of a sudden he emerges and he rips his mask off in victory with an extra dark tan at night, bro. He looked damn near like a Kardashian. You understand me? There is no way in hell. There is no way in hell, okay, that we can actually prove that this fool actually had it. We can prove that his taxes are fucked up. Now we got that part. You dig what I'm saying?
Of course, there's no way we can prove it.
There's no way that we can prove it.
Of course not. So,
now, y'all know I always have my hidden sources.
Here we go with this.
Ooh, here go the juice.
There go the tea.
To protect us, since we are talking about a sitting president, I will say allegedly, but allegedly, his real reason for his trip to Walter Reed Clinic is, did anybody notice that when he got out 3 days later, his right eye is really, really tight? So allegedly he had a stroke and it was not COVID. And this is a publicity stunt, which is why he was fully comfortable with snatching that mask off and talking. So my inside sources are saying that he suffered a mild stroke. And that's the real reason he went to the hospital. It had absolutely nothing to do with COVID-19.
Yeah, especially when you're spewing ignorance. But I digress.
Can I tell y'all what I found today at 5:22 p.m.? It just came fresh off the presses. Now, according to New York Times, the quote-unquote cure that Donald was supposedly had to help him be free of COVID bullshit was called remdesivir, which is a monoclonal antibody from 293T. You know what that is? That is a cell line derived from the kidney tissues of fetal tissue. How do they get that? Aborted babies. They get this cell line from the kidneys of aborted babies. Now, last June, I think his cabinet was talking about they stopped the funding for them testing the organs or the tissues from the aborted babies for, clinical trials or whatever. They said they stopped the funding, but they allowed it for certain things. And let me see. This past July, the International Society for Stem Cell Research wrote to the Human Fetal Tissue Research Ethic Advisory Board, which is the NIH, urging them to allow fetal tissue to be used to develop treatments for COVID-19 and for other diseases. And in their letter, it says fetal tissue has unique and valuable properties that often cannot be replaced by other cell types. Now, all this fighting for, the right to abort, the right, women's right for our bodies, which we should. This is what they're doing with the baby. I brought that up because Trump, we already know he's ridiculous. We know he's full of shit. We know all this shit is full of shit. Come on now. We know people who have died from this. We know people who have contracted this. Some survive, some takes a long time, takes them a long time to get themselves together. His ass emerges 2-3 days later. That's bullshit.
But I think, I have to jump in on that one because Trump is anti-abortion. The Republicans are anti-abortion. So what would be the purpose of them spewing that or yelling that to the higher mountains, and then they still need fetal tissue?
So the missing piece to the
pro. Oh, go ahead.
The missing piece to the puzzle is if you go back to the debate when they were talking about a possible vaccine being ready. There was conflicting stories. They were saying no, it's going to take time, and Trump was saying that there's one that's going to be sooner than what people think. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of talk about that, and they were really going hard against him, saying that nah, that's not going to happen. So I think in order for him to prove that he's right, he faked this whole little situation. You know what I'm saying? And just so happened the medicine that they were giving him, what is it called again?
Remdesivir.
Desivir.
And that's made from Regeneron. That's a pharmaceutical company. And the reason why I brought that up is for the fact because he's talking about these the immunization for it. It's two companies that are rushing to do this, but I brought up that fact because I want you to know what they're using to assist in this immunization.
So aborted babies are at a higher rate as we speak during the pandemic. Is this the reason why they caused the pandemic in order to have more? What the hell is it called? I still don't understand that. I've never seen it printed. 293T. So you know, all the research that I've done, I've never heard that before. So I am learning tonight as we speak.
Yeah, that's from the kidneys, and you know, the stem cells from the umbilical cord is very strong. That's why they tell you to keep the stem cells and save them, because that can actually help later on in life for the child or the parent or whomever, because there's so much strength in that. So many antibodies, so much stuff in that bloodline of the umbilical cord and the sac, and so they have you keep it.
Okay, so let's not get lost.
Where do you put it?
But let's not get lost. Hold on. Before you was about to say that, bro. Before we get lost, right? Before we get lost in this, there is shit. I lost my thought, man. He cut me off. Go ahead, bro. Ask the question.
So
they freeze it. They freeze it. They like they do the sperm cells and everything. They freeze it.
So they give us they give us the umbilical cord and we put it in the freezer next to the ham house.
No. You save your umbilical cord at a place basically like a sperm bank, but not a sperm bank. You know what I'm saying? Or when you do your in vitro, they save the eggs. They freeze the eggs. They do the same thing for the umbilical cord, the stem cells from there. So I'm not sure exactly the name or the place, but I'm pretty sure that's how they preserve it, the same way they do sperm and eggs, eggs.
So real quick, totally off subject. Would y'all donate, you fellas, would you donate your sperm and eggs? Would you donate your eggs? You feel me? Like, would you be comfortable with your genes walking around? You know what I'm saying?
Because I wouldn't feel right with myself having a kid out there that I don't know nothing about.
First and foremost, with everything that's going on, okay, quick, and everybody, and that's a hell of a question, bruh. Rock, is that America pushes circumcision. Nobody knows where the foreskins go. That is just as critical as an umbilical cord. Just as critical.
Never thought of that question either.
And they do assimilate those. I mean, we got Henrietta Lacks. We got, the cells from black males. That is just as valuable as an umbilical cord, as a fetus. Period. We just don't know. We don't have the capabilities to understand
and
these things.
Blood work they do.
Yeah, but for me, actually, when I was a little younger, before I started having my own children, I was going to donate eggs. But see, it's different for y'all. For men to give sperm at a sperm bank, you're looking at maybe $40 to $100 per sample. For a woman to donate one egg to a woman who can't egg her own, that's $10,000.
And it's when I found out that information is when I realized we ain't worth shit at all. That's when I found out that price differentiation right there. We ain't worth it. We in the clearance section.
No. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not say that about us. Just like I said before,
it was a joke, my guy.
Because no, fuck that, because it might have been a joke to you, but in reality, they still have yet to reveal where the fuck our foreskins go, bro. Why are you collecting them? Where do they go? You know what I'm saying? And they play it off. Hold on, Star. Because okay, yours is $10,000. They've never put a price value on our lives as black males, and definitely not our penises. Okay. So let's not get it twisted. Just because they don't put a price value on it doesn't mean that we're not valuable. We're just throwaways. That's why we easily kill. That's why nobody's fighting for us. That's why nobody's doing nothing, because nobody gives a fuck about anything about us. But $10,000 for a fucking egg? God damn.
I think
Hey, that
the
shit got me
reason
sitting here
why
about to ask my wife, "Hey, baby, you got some eggs you want to throw away?"
I think the reason why to get our eggs costs a lot much than you guys sperm donations because you can come and donate more often than we can give eggs, and it's a whole procedure to give an egg. That's why they pay. They have to actually go inside you to get this egg.
I got a math problem. I got a math problem for you, Weezy. How many visits to the sperm bank do we got to take just to match to get the same amount of money you get for one of your eggs?
How many times can you ejaculate in a cup a day?
Nigga, you got to fill up a fucking
20
tub.
times a fucking day.
And you about to get paid.
Whether small or whether it's frothy, it's gonna happen.
It only takes a
how
little
long do you got? How long do you got to do that? How long do you got to do that to get 10 racks though?
That's
the question, bro. You right.
What? 100 times 10 is what?
But it's not even dependent on how many times he can ejaculate on a cup because they put a cap on it. Men come to the sperm bank more than 3 times in a month, so it doesn't matter how many times he can do it. He can only show up 3 times per 30 days.
See,
so that's 3 times 12 is what?
That's a long time.
Hold on, wait a minute. So I just looked it up, and on one website says compensation varies, but an active donor who produces specimens twice a week may make $1,500 a month.
Wow.
I could do it. I could do it.
Hey.
I could do it.
All right, so it's gonna take about it. All right, it's gonna take a little less than a year. We're gonna catch up to y'all.
Slim, I'm motivated, yeah. Hey, anybody out there that's listening, these are not the views of any of the stations that we are on right now. This is not the views of the No Filter Show, but this is GIMO's view, okay? I can do that per day. I will give you specimens for 4 years straight in 2 weeks. You understand me?
Terrible.
Link me with the dinosaurs, motherfucker. Cryogenically freeze my shit.
Yo, there's gonna be GIMO clones just walking around Earth.
All of them talking that bullshit too.
Vaguely familiar.
Yo, Star.
I'm gonna say is this.
Imagine you wake up one morning, you gotta deal with like 5 of him at one time.
Big head, glasses wearing, ass, beard growing, broad-shouldered guys.
Y'all make me sick.
Just imagine how that cup gonna feel when I get a hold of that 10 grand. Hey, look, I'm motivated after that. Yeah, porn stars don't even make that much. Male porn stars don't even make that much. God damn it, I'm motivated. I can give them that special.
Yo, like this, all my wife got to do is give me the okay. And I'm like, where's the cup? Baby, we
likewise. I swear they're gonna need a retirement plan for this doning shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually thought about it years ago. Maybe about 10 years ago. I thought about it because I don't know how it came across my feed, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is." But then I'm like, "But that's a part of me that I'm giving away," and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
That's why y'all call so fucking much. Y'all make that shit too personal. I can shoot this shit out in my sleep. Okay, I could wake up to a wet dream. I don't give a fuck about the 200 or 350 million sperm that I shoot out. Do you know how much of a gamble that is to make it out of my dick and make it into an egg? I deserve way more money than y'all. Okay, you got one egg and sitting right there.
It costs more because of the procedure.
It costs more because.
Does it cost more because it's more rare to find women willing to give their eggs up?
No, a lot of women give up their eggs. Some women do it. It's like once a month, I believe, and you can't drink. You got to change your whole lifestyle. But it was a woman. They can do it once a month, and plus, because what you have to go through to do it, you can't just jerk our egg out.
Ariel, that's a good question. Is this 10 grand tax free?
No,
probably not. So you're gonna pay
hell no.
So you're not getting the full 10. You're gonna pay some damn taxes.
So you're gonna get about you gotta get about 75. You're gonna get about 75 maybe.
You just probe me with like an alien and shit, like an alien abduction just for one egg, and I can shoot out 350 million sperm. God damn it, we special. That's a superpower. God damn it.
Yeah,
Spider-Man ain't got shit on us. You understand?
To sleep with the couple on your
Me.
feet. You be good.
Actually,
Hey, give me a sock.
Fuck out of here.
and make that their actual career, and they do it to pay their way through college. So it's very lucrative. It is taxed, but yeah, some some female no intention on having any kids now go every 2 months and go through the surgery. It's I think it's maybe every other month that you can do.
Crazy.
Lisa said it is a surgery. They do cut you open. They do have to stitch you back up, so there is a downtime. And I think they can off at maybe 5 times. So that's $50,000 easily. So
throw that ish in the savings account. That's a crib.
I'm gonna have to go on record. Y'all, because the period of a woman is what? That is the function of getting rid of eggs, right?
No.
Lining. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to tell them?
No, go ahead. I'll add with you if you don't.
Barf.
28 days, and what that is
barf.
Hush your mouth and learn time.
I need used to feed your baby. That is the breakdown of that. That is what's coming out. So no, it's not. It has absolutely nothing to do with an egg. If a woman does get pregnant, you're feeding your fetus off of that lining, which is why women don't menstruate while they're pregnant.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So basically you guys have parasites inside of you the whole time.
Yes.
Y'all deserve that 10 grand, yo.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if my nuts had to bleed just to shoot out a nut, I'd be the most celibate man in America. You understand?
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Starts with your sperm. Doesn't that mean you are the carrier, the originator of the parasites?
They are definitely parasites because I have 3 of them, and they get on my damn nerves, and they're sucking money and my time and my effort. Hey, look, and I thought I was pretty well educated on what a period is, but that is amazing. I never heard that in sexual education.
Hey, hold on.
Not question.
I got to share this real quick because I'm interested. I'm sitting up here looking up prices on how much it costs to donate your sperm, and then I'm insulted because this one place said $35 to $125 per donation.
Bruh, that's better than what is it that I paid for 18 years for my daughter? That's a lot cheaper, and I get paid to do it. You hear me? Right. Damn that, bro. Fuck child support, bro. You understand me?
Get paid for these kids, bro. Bro, you better hope they don't take you on Maury later down the line. Like I'm been searching for my daddy. Like you got 30, you gonna have like 50 kids. Like, yo, I've been searching for my daddy for 18 years, and I finally traced it back. I done looked up clinical records, and I think I found them.
But the thing with that is you sign a waiver. The people who come and get the donation sign a waiver, so you have no responsibility to that child at all.
And after 5 years,
you don't have responsibility
because there have
you don't have to have. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying after 5 years, they burn those records because there have been children who have become adults who have said, my mom says she went to a sperm bank and I want to find my father. So before they get to ask those questions, those records are burned. So
they dispose of them. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I didn't even.
What's crazy is there are cases, and this is, I can't believe we've gone in depth from Donald fucking Trump, but yeah. So we spent off. Hey, look, and this is how general conversation works. Period. So y'all are the fly on the wall. Everybody that is out here listening to us, congratulations, you finally made it. Okay, but
our favorite flies, Nikki and Zena. Hey, y'all.
Yeah. Speaking of flies, did anybody see a fly sitting on old boy's head about 5 minutes straight?
He take a dump. He said, "Well, this looks like plenty bullshit here. Might as well relieve myself."
Yo, and the fact that his hair was all white and there was a black fly just stuck right there.
No,
Hey,
but
let me
did
ask you this: how do y'all think he felt about that shit today? Like, like was he
I-
He
mad? Like,
never, bro. The whole term, like this whole 4 years. When the fuck have you ever heard from Pence? This is the
Never.
first time I've heard him speak since the last goddamn election, bro.
Straight up,
Like
some
man.
real.
bullshit.
So
But
today
I was go ahead, Star.
loaded with Twitter pages dedicated to that fly. Fly
Straight up.
head, fly on Mike Pence's head. I'm the fly. Like they did it up on Black Twitter all day long. And I'm
Straight
gonna tell
up.
you what was the ultimate kick in the pants to me. Not that they made the little Twitter pages, okay? But oh my God. I'm gonna tell you, listen, Joe Biden, his campaign, as soon as they saw that, they got up this morning. What did it say? Don't believe the fly swatters. They opened up
That's
Oh,
genius.
hold up
That's
their
lit.
power. If you was not donating to Joe Biden, they still made that money. They sold out in 1 hour of fly swatters today. I was like, OMG.
Yo, that's lit. Oh, man.
you and your Carfax, young, you need to work for
Straight
somebody.
up.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did you research that? You really went down and chased the fly swatters after that publicity stunt?
Yo.
You are amazing, Star.
But I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you
know
this.
what the fuck I do without you. Yeah, like real talk. Yeah, I thought I was thorough. You are thorough.
But I'll
Man,
tell you this though.
all day. Because so what they did was they was photoshopping fly swatters in Kamala Harris' hands, right? So as soon as I saw that, I clicked the hashtag. I followed it all the way to Joe Biden's campaign page, and that's when I saw that they took a picture of him this morning with a blue fly swatter in his hand for real. It wasn't Photoshop, and they had the little slogan on it. As soon as they opened up the website, an hour later, they was completely sold out. They were selling the
That's lit.
swatters for $5.
You are the reason why men don't really want to get their sperm, and it only costs $125. Yeah, because you can find a sperm. If you can find out where a fly swatter went, can you imagine you tracing like lineage and shit, young? Like if anybody else,
Thank you.
hey, we
Yo,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you. But I'm gonna tell you this: two things. From a psychological standpoint, I gotta take it in because I was looking at other people's view on the entire debate, so on and so forth. And one psychiatrist that I like watching his videos, very informative. He brought to my attention, and I didn't think of it this way until afterwards, and I agree. It's like for real. That is like the perfect experiment because this proves that nobody will listen to a word you say if there's a fly on your head. Period. And how often do you get an experience like that with millions of people? How often do you get an experiment like that? For one.
So all right,
Genius.
so getting past the fly because that shit was fucking hilarious.
Very.
Who do you think won that debate last night?
Well, to be honest, I don't think for real. If you want me to be truthfully honest, like for one, I was more drawn to this debate than the actual presidential debate because it was actually a proper debate. Because one thing that turns me off about like the presidential debate and some other debates I've seen is the whole point about a debate. Someone talks, makes a point, then you rebuttal and vice versa. When somebody is making a good point and you cut them off and then it's just a round of sound and back and it ruins it for me. This was a proper debate and I was more drawn to it. Now, as far as who won, me personally, nobody really threw any knockout blows, in my opinion. Nobody really threw any knockout blows. I'll say who I preferred. I preferred Kamala. Am I saying her name right? Kamala, is that her name?
Kamala.
All right, so I was saying it right. I preferred her, but as far as somebody making a point that like put somebody like TKO somebody, to me, they were kind of like it was almost a draw in my opinion. But that's just me. Continue.
I mean, when a person asks when they ask you a question, you be like, "I'm glad I asked you this question," but I'm gonna use this time to talk about something else. You lost. You lost. I mean, I personally enjoyed it a little more than a little more than the first one, kind of, sort of. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed the ignorance of the first
I
one.
couldn't stand it. I couldn't
Um,
stand it.
I mean, I loved it because it's like, like, only thing that I can say and that I respect about Trump, and no, I am not a Trump supporter. I just had got to get that out the way before you even try to hit me with that one. I just respect the fact that he's an asshole and he doesn't hide it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like you know what you're getting. You dig what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I can respect about a person where, you know what I'm saying, you don't put no shade over who you really is. But I mean, we know he's an asshole, and we know that debate, you know what I'm saying, they were targeting him. So what else did you expect him to do but be an asshole? Did you actually really expect this man to actually talk? These
I think you are negating the fact you got off subject, bro. Because fuck Trump
uh-huh.
and fuck Biden. How in the hell did you think that she did anything? Like, what did she do?
Who, me?
Like, explain to me her viewpoints. Explain to me one point that she made for us as foundational Black Americans. Tell me what she said she was going to do for us, bro.
What's up?
And she the fucking vice president, so I don't even listen to the vice president. The vice president don't do shit anyway. They just hold the nuts. That's it. They hold the wings while you fuck the chicken. You understand what I'm saying?
Why do you go so hard for foundational Black Americans instead of just black people as a whole? Like, why is there always that term coming up?
So here it is. Because everybody fled their country to get our swag. Everybody does everything. They bleach out. They do everything to look like light-skinned women over here. Okay. They do everything to get the style and the swag. They rap. They do everything to be like us. Okay. Everybody that's talking shit and holding up their flags behind your back still want to be over here with us culturally. They want to take advantage of us culturally until we are katas, until we Mossy boy, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They think everything about us behind closed doors, but they always fled their country. It's just like when I posted the governor for Puerto Rico endorsing Trump. He literally took a dump on Puerto Rico. And she sits up here and endorses this fool when he called it a what? What did he call Puerto Rico?
I don't know. What did he call him?
A hellhole, a shithole. One hell, he never gave a fuck about any of the Caribbean islands, no nothing. You did, but at the same time,
U.S.
But I get where you're going, but what gives you the right to separate? You feel me? You're going off of some. You feel me? That like you guys told me.
Well, Kamala Harris, because I'm gonna disrespect her name. Kamala Harris is the son. Kamala Harris is the son, bro. She didn't claim Black until she was starting to run for vice president. Before that, she was always Indian. She always put her white husband above everything and all. She paraded him around. That was her claim to fame for 27 years as DA. You dig what I'm saying? And all she's ever done was claim Indian. And all of a sudden, she's a Black woman.
But can you fault her if that was her strategy for a political career? Because it's often done.
You know what? I know where you're going with this, and I know what he's trying to do. Now, fuck that. Hey, hold on, K. Quick. Fuck him and fuck this. Hey, Young, you are trying me right now because you know damn well that is not a true stratagem, bruh. The only problem that I have is that everybody else is falling for it because she does have a Caribbean background. So we got the Caribbean masters that follow her. They love her. Then she's a soror. Okay. They are untouchable. They are going to support you. Cannot do harm to your sorors. Okay.
Hold on, bro.
That is a fact. That is a blood clot fact, bruh.
Hold on.
In the name, bruh. Yeah.
Hold on.
Like real talk. All this shit is happening.
What?
All the supporters
listen. How could you be mad at that woman for playing the game to come up in a system that's against us? Like,
okay.
How could you be mad?
Do you really want me to tell you why I'm mad? This is not okay. So this is why I would be upset with her. I don't hate her. I don't hate her for playing the game, but the system is white supremacy. So if she plays into If she plays into white supremacy, then therefore she is part of the problem, not the solver. Like she's not the resound. She can't solve any fucking problems if that's the game that she's playing. We have yet to have anybody of color actually go against the grain and actually become the voice of the people. Now here you have it. Hold on, bro. I'm not finished my statement. I'm not finished my statement. Now here you have it. I'm not finished, bro. Now here you have it. You have a white supremacist that is playing into the hands of his people. Cold-blooded. But yet and still, I'm not supposed to be ashamed of a supposed black woman playing the game for white supremacy. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm listening.
I mean, I could have sworn she was moving up in position of power so she can do something for us as a people.
She
didn't do nothing for 27 years.
She was going to do anything specific for black people. Never.
But when has any politician ever done anything for black people?
They don't, but they do lie and say that they will. She hasn't even lied and said that she will.
So why are we mad then?
I'm not mad.
Why do you think that she won if you know that she's an asshole and you know that she's a liar like everybody else of ethnicity of a different hue?
So fuck? Do you really blame her because you know if you run off your black pride, you can only get but so far. If you know if she played the game and switched it up to get to where she is, why is that upset? Like why when she
because
is that respectful?
The real black people or the people that have been here for 500 years ain't respecting her. See, she's getting respect from everybody else of other nationalities that claim they're not black, they're Jamaican. They claim that they're not black, they're Puerto Rican. They claim that they're not black, they're Mexican. I posted something earlier today just because of this.
A lot of black people I know, they down with it. I don't hear them complaining about it.
Then you need to change your fucking circle. I need to be your only friend, my man.
Hey, so look, all right. So I got a confession. And I just been talking at the side of my neck. I just been trying to draw the conversation out. Everybody knows I just fuck around. You know,
everybody saw that, but him used to be fussing.
Yeah, I saw it though, but like, I'm glad you admit, at least you admit this most of the time, because eventually you was gonna get some hate mail. Like, eventually,
it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Right me. You know
nah, okay, so he knew what the fuck he was doing.
I'm already hit.
He did.
Hey,
so
Quick,
back to
I
the
almost
VP,
got you, Quick.
You almost did until you
took too far.
But then I realized who I was talking to. But
sorry, go ahead,
he almost forgot who he was dealing with. No, okay, so back to the debate. What of value do you think came out of that, if any?
I already know what AI finna say.
I'm shutting the fuck up. This on Star.
Let me mute right quick.
Oh, my now, sucker. I had a big bullet. Shit.
Well, then shoot the motherfucker in. Hey, look, I'm ready. Where you at? Here. I'm here waiting.
Fine. You a Mariah Carey fan?
Oh, shit.
No.
No?
He like Nick Cannon.
No.
What's her race?
She's black.
She's black? Did you know that at the beginning of her career? Or did you find that out with the rest of us when somebody found a picture of her dad?
Yeah.
She claimed to be mixed, of course, but she's black. But I don't really care for her anyway.
They found a picture of her daddy. They marketed her as a white woman, and she stayed quiet until it no longer benefited her. After she claimed to be mixed, then she started doing songs with rappers on it, the Brat and the rest of them. I'm not per se a fan of Kamala Harris, in all honesty. I heard about her background as a prosecutor and everything else. The point is, just like people will use stuff like that to further along their career, she's using it to further along her political aspirations, and they all do it. It's not just her. If you're going to point out the fact that that's what she's doing, you have to be mindful that they all have done it.
we're used for numbers.
Only women have to go through that process because as black males, whether you look a little mixed, if that nose too wide or that hair curls a little too much, my nigga, you are black and they're gonna shoot you in the fucking face. This is part of life for us. Only women can go and choose both sides. There has never been anybody in history that could play as a male both sides of the coin and be like, oh no, just judge me on my white side. Barack couldn't do that shit. Them nigga lips he had, pardon my French, everybody, but I'm gonna have to get ignorant for everybody to get this. But women are the only species that can do both. It's never happened amongst black males, hardly, very rarely. I think one of the presidents, I forgot his name, he was mulatto. But mulatto,
Nikki.
You did,
Shouts
but
out to
I mean,
Nikki.
I wanted to say. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm right here.
So,
Shout out.
to interrupt. Nikki wanted to let everybody know that her surgery, her hand is still hurting, but she says she's doing fine. We were just,
Blessings.
yes.
Blessings.
Thank you for letting us know, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
You know we love you, girl.
But to your point, though,
and
hey,
Hastiny, I see you too.
Hey, and to your point, AI, you're correct. There's never been a time where it actually worked. I've seen some black guys attempt. Tiger Woods tried to do that, but everybody was like, "Bro, you black, shut up." But
I'm complaining. I couldn't get my glutes activated. Do y'all remember when he said this? I couldn't get my glutes activated.
It seems like he is really mad that.
Say that again, Star. You cut out.
I said it seems like AI is really mad that us women were born women. Jaguar.
If there was, hey, listen, if I was mad about women, Joe, I would not have the 3 children running around here with their little mixed looking asses right now that I had with darker skinned women. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So let's not get it twisted.
Oh, wow.
To play. What happened?
Wow.
What'd you say?
That's crazy.
I said, why did their complexions just come into play?
Because I tried to have a dark skinned baby, goddamn it. I want somebody darker than me. Okay? I get tired of looking at my feet. I get tired of looking at my feet out of construction boots and shit, and they be pitch white. You understand me? You hear me? Oh, that shit ain't funny to y'all. Fuck y'all too, man.
That was just the laws of nature's fucking with you.
I tell you what, Rock, Wheezy, all of us light-skinned folks have a problem with tanning our ass cheeks. Okay, you gotta wear a thong, or you gotta be ass naked in the sun, yeah. And I know Rock he gonna vouch for that one. Hey, Rock, what it do?
Have you ever had a problem with that, Wheezy?
Bro, hold on, time out. First and foremost,
I'm
not
don't even want
interested in tanning my ass cheeks, bro. Like,
you don't want your ass to match your face after a hard day's work, bro. You brown and tan and wifey loving you, and then all of a sudden you pull out a white ass cheek. That shit is crazy.
How does that benefit me as a man to have a tanned ass cheek? And like,
how does it?
How do I do it? Do I just sit there with my ass out the window?
I'm not hip because I've never had that. I've never had that pleasure. But what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
But anyways, Wheezy,
all I know is I'm waiting to get my backyard so that I can do butt naked yoga. And when I do butt naked yoga, I'll be nice and evenly tanned.
You better not have them flies in that joint, that trap. That fly gonna fly in that trap.
Oh, she got a fly eater back there.
Venus
I swear, go from Blue Phoenix to the Venus fly trap.
Oh no!
What? I swear.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Hey, listen.
I'm gonna be waving at all my neighbors. Hey, come join me. I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, that's the white side of you talking right now.
Ain't no damn white side of me.
That's the white side, yeah.
I ain't got no white side.
You know how many kids? I know. You're gonna have them. There's gonna be so many people offering to cut your grass.
A titty's a titty. I love titties.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
We
Man, we
talking
having a
about
ball,
Weezy
bro.
doing
Butt
some
naked
sun
yoga.
tanning.
Okay,
We talking about
butt
Weezy
naked
sun
yoga.
tanning, ass naked.
Waving at my neighbor.
Yeah,
Downward
Don't
dog.
you be my
it's
neighbor.
And
called.
look,
And there's a pose. And if she
I
does
can-
it in the sun, there's gonna be a pose she got called the human sundial.
you know what?
I really want you to go in details, but I think that we're loafing on like the next subject.
See, Quick always got quick. What time is it? Hold on, let me put my left leg up real quick.
Yeah. Yo,
There you go.
Weezy, put your leg behind your head again. I need to see what time I gotta go work.
Oh my god.
Goddamn pit bulls jumping the fence and shit, trying to hump her.
Nah.
Hey, look,
Already got
y'all
Blanco.
wild.
I gotta fight off.
Hey, like shit. Hey, look, y'all wild. And speaking of wild, I forgot to do something at the beginning of the show. And since we on our funny shit right now, we got to pay. This week it was the late great Bernie Mac's birthday, and you know what I'm saying, we touched on that in our meeting. So we said we are gonna pay tribute to my man.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
our favorite Bernie moments, and I was just sitting back like, dang, I got so many of them. You know what I'm saying? But
Likewise.
mine's is kind of cliche. It's just like, of course, Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Def Comedy Jam, but like his set on Kings of Comedy, to me personally, was just flawless. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the best set where you laughed from beginning till end. You know what I'm saying? So you can see why they had that man close out. You feel me? The
Yeah.
shows, and you can see why. You know what I'm saying? He sat at that table as a king of comedy. But you know, that's
Yeah. And me personally, of course, everybody, in fact, Kings of Comedy was the first time I actually got acquainted with him too. But me personally, I came up on that Bernie Mac show. That was one of my favorite shows. You know, my favorite episode was when he was trying to toughen Jordan up, and you know, and he was trying to toughen Jordan up, and I guess my favorite scene in that particular episode was when Jordan was his little sister had took one of his toys, and when he snatched it back, his little sister hauled off and smacked the shit out of him. Yeah, like hard. But like, so that, and one thing I always remember about Bernie Mac, because it's rare that any comedian, let alone an actor, can do this. I remember him for not just like the big roles he played, but like the small roles he played in films. He's like, he can have like literally a scene in a movie and steal the whole movie. You know, he can be just be like a little part, but he'll end up being my favorite part of the movie. For example, when he was in y'all remember Booty Call when he was in that?
Hell yeah. When
That was
the convenience store?
Yeah, that was my favorite scene of that movie because of Bernie.
Rashad,
come here, boy.
Right.
So yeah, that and House Party 3 too. House Party 3. You know, he was my favorite scene in there too, man. It's just like he had the ability to just you'll go to the movie. You'll go. Yeah. What's what?
How to Be a Player?
I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that. That's one of my favorite one of him outside of him doing his comedy. I like him on How to Be a Player.
I'm gonna kill you. Smell like pussy, booty, dick, and pussy. But yeah, it's just like it's just the fact that you can go to a movie theater for one thing, believe talking about him, and he wasn't even the focal part of the movie. It takes a gift to do that, and of course Friday. Everybody knows Friday. Shouts out to Denise. But I feel like those Friday and all that, that's the go-to. But for real, I personally felt like his parts in Booty Call and all the parts we spoke about don't get mentioned enough, because he really stole the show, and that's a lot of people don't have the talent to have that little amount of time and make people remember. And that's what I'll always remember about B Mac. Rest in peace to him.
So let's be real. Who grew up in the Kid and Play era? I'm the only one. God damn, I'm the only one. I grew up in the Kid and Play era, and his pivotal scene and his phrase, and I always use it. So he was like, "Fuck them up against the wall with crazy glue on their lips and handcuffs on their hands. Fuck them." That was the most pivotal line I've ever heard because he was replacing Robert Harrison.
Yeah.
And so, like, for him to even take over that role, like, you know, and really be a powerhouse like that, man, so early in my youth, man, it was dope, bro. Like, he was always just there. He was just around, bro, and came out of nowhere, left field with the best phrases, the best anything you could think of, man. His actions, even his facial expressions were very animated, bro. Like, he was just
perfect.
the man.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And he gave you he literally gave you that Uncle Bernie vibe. Like straight up. Straight up.
Y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, you
Hello?
good, Star. Go ahead. Yeah, you good now.
I was just gonna say, I've been a fan of Bernie Mac. The first time I saw him was Def Comedy Jam, what have you, and he grew to be one of my favorites. It was funny that AI mentioned House Party because I was gonna say I was watching a Vlad TV interview on YouTube with Vlad with Kid from Kid and Play, and he touched exactly on that.
Damn cousin.
I love he's funny as hell himself, but my point is just simply he was saying that, you know, they were talking about how important Robin Harris had been to everybody on and off set, you know, on camera, off camera, and they were saying that his passing was so devastating. They had no idea how they was going to find somebody who could match that energy, and the only person they could think of to kind of fill that role without taking over his actual role was Bernie. So I thought that was super dope. You know, I've been a big fan of his, even though he was an asshole in Players Club. I love to see him in that too. You know, like everything he did, I was such a fan of. Like even when he was just interviewed, you know, so he wasn't in a role and he wasn't doing his comedy, just him showing, you know, how intelligent he was, and you know, I'm not just my jokes, and you know, then even his role in teaching everybody what sarcoidosis is, which is ultimately what he passed away from. I had never even heard that phrase before. So he was just a well-rounded, dope individual. Like I can watch comedy over and over and over and over and over and over. I can watch, you know, Def Comedy Jam, anything that he was ever in, and you know, with the show, the Bernie Mac show, is still in syndication today. So you can still turn on episodes. Like he was just that dope.
Hey, real quick, I just want to shout out everybody that sent me a shout out to Denise, Nikki, Kevin Robinson, aka Shorty and Headbanger. We got Tyler Jones in this show. Tune it in, of course. We got the lovely Zena Rose always in here. Look, I need y'all to do me a favor. Keep the people coming in. I need y'all to go hit that like button and hit that share button and tell people to tune in. We just getting started.
Share.
So in the memory of Bernie Mac, we decided to call this episode "I Ain't Scared of You, Motherfuckers." That's the infamous line. What was it? Def Comedy Jam when he first came out. He came out there and he was talking shit, but he kept telling them, "I ain't scared of you." Exactly. So in memory of Bernie, that's what we calling this episode. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going in, and like you said, we ain't scared of you motherfuckers, so we're gonna talk our shit tonight. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey.
So moving on to the next one. Dr. Dre wins the situation with the divorce. That is definitely a good move for him. Cause she was trying to take my man to the bank. Bring his ass out.
You ain't cleaning shit tonight.
Let's weigh in. Of course, you know, the fellas, we feel a certain type of way about that shit immediately because when situations like that happen, it really kind of never goes in the favor of the man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of think that's a heavily true statement. I want to start with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AJ Kick. Yeah, that's K Quick, bro. I want to start with the ladies. How do you feel about that?
Okay, I guess I'll go. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a court proceeding. When you come and you're alleging things, I guess that's the proper term for it. You have to have proof. She didn't have her proof, so how I feel about it is, come with your evidence.
My thing was, I
Now
think.
emotionally.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Please.
Nah, you go ahead. Nah, you go ahead and finish.
No, I
You
was
go
going
ahead
to
and finish.
say I
Ladies
felt
first.
she asked for too much in the first place. And this is just, they still have more court to do. They still have more to do. But I think she asked for too much. It was just too much.
Yeah.
Now, emotionally, ladies, without it even being about the court system, how did y'all truly feel about the verdict?
Story that means go.
Damn. I love this. Now, this is amazing. Okay,
Well,
so y'all say what y'all said. Basically, y'all gonna keep it professional.
I said no.
Jesus
Honestly,
Christ.
it didn't really bother me because in the beginning when we first reported it, I already said what I said. I already said that I think it's a ridiculous amount of money she's asking for. I can't speak for what's going on in their household. What's been going on in their household for what 25, 24 years. I don't know.
Salute to AJ.
But the money for me and what she wants to use it for is ridiculous. And also, in this hearing, he was saying no to the 1.5 million she was asking for, basically for to pay for her expenses, basically her security, which she fired her security that Dre was paying for because she said he was controlling and basically told them if they didn't do what he wanted them to do, that he was going to fire them. So she fired them, but she was asking for money for security and also for her lawyer fee. $5 million.
All I'm gonna say is congratulations, Dre. Hold on real quick.
The echo.
What my man Nate Dogg say?
What part did he say? Nate said a lot.
Hit the east side of the LBC on the mission trying to find Mr. Warren G.
Hey, look, I'm psyched for him, man. Hey, listen, it's about time because I mean, we dealing with people like Jeff Bezos, that she got half of his billions. You dig what I'm saying? So, I mean, in all honesty, for a brother to win this type of event, whew, that's a far cry. Especially
I ain't gonna hold you in a lot of our minds. And go ahead, Rock. You go ahead.
I'm happy for him, but you feel me? I think it was a strategy. You overshoot it, you feel me, so you can get what you really want. You know what I'm saying? As it gets back to it, it's a game plan. It's a game plan. You know what I'm saying? And you're coming from a man who uses that overshoot just to get what I want. You feel me? Like I told y'all.
That sounds like my strategy to make a lot of money in sperm donations. I'm gonna overshoot, my man. Dad jokes, motherfuckers.
Literally.
Hey, that 1,500 sounds
good. And then another thing is they didn't say that this particular hearing, they don't know if this money was included in the money she was asking for at first. So I think this is a separate set of money. Right. So they still have ways to go. You know what I'm saying? So he won this, which is good because a lot of it is ridiculous for me.
And she is still fighting for the name, the fact that she coined or she was part of Dr. Dre as the name.
You wasn't there shooting in the gym. You weren't. I'm just saying. And
granted, man to the 90s.
He was back. He was doing that ish on the cardboard box when he had that name. You wasn't there. Anyways, as far as the case,
we're not about to get deep into it.
Yeah, but anyways, as far as the case, like AI said, basically piggybacking off of all of y'all, she overshot all the outlandish amounts that she was asking for, showed the absurdness and the greed to the point even the dang judge said, this is ridiculous. This is not high on the totem pole in terms of seriousness when it comes to a lot of these other divorce cases I'm dealing with. I'm sorry. Let me bang this hammer, this gavel, this mallet, and all this stuff. Now, granted, with all that being said, granted, he won. Good. But this still raises the question because there's plenty of factors involved in why he won. My question is the prenuptial agreement still a strong enough document to protect the man?
Well, here's the thing. You got it. We don't know why they're divorcing. If he then
Yo, Rock, you cutting, bro.
You said
you was cutting out. We couldn't hear you.
Oh.
You were cutting out.
Cheap ass okay.
You can't even cuss your service.
Right yeah, now, you censored yourself. There's no filter. Stop censoring yourself.
Hey, look, can you hear me now?
But while he's getting this, yeah, you good. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just want to say some bullshit. Fuck that shit.
Look, after all of that.
Okay. Okay. Considering everything that we all as a team are doing right now, if you got into a relationship with somebody and you saw it going somewhere, are you writing up a prenup? And we're talking about now, before anybody has any serious money.
Me personally, I would have to look at my drive compared to the significant other's drive. If she's shooting in the gym with me and she's handing me that ball, the rebound, champ, you get half of everything. Yeah. Automatically. You can curry on the last night. I don't give a damn what you do with it, but thank you. You did. Like, this is easy to do because you helped make me. You did. But if you coming in on,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you good, bro. If you coming in on the tail end of my success and you're just there to offer me a wet hole and or a baby and or bullshit, like, all right, now we got to think about this one. We really got to think about that one. We got to think about it.
You got to bring something to the table.
Personally, in my situation, you know what I'm saying? I can only speak on my situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my wife been in the trenches with me, you know what I'm saying, since I started doing my shit. So if anything, Lord forbid, if anything happens, you feel me, and shit goes south and we split, I'm definitely gonna make sure she's taken care of because she's literally invested in my business, physically, emotionally, and financially. You feel me? But if you ain't put no part in that shit and you was just there and
Facts.
You played no role in that shit and you really didn't believe, but you was just there in case, then you ain't getting shit. But you know what I'm saying? In the case if you held it down like my wife did, then yeah, you get half of that, son. No question.
I'm about to pull a star and she better not say nothing about it. Rock, I concur with everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. But we still haven't asked the question, Rock, because even if, because sometimes, even though you are willing to give half, she can go to the extreme or the significant other, even males. You know what I'm saying? I think the first person that started was that white boy with that dancer. What's her name? Oh, God, that singer. She gets on my damn nerves. But Britney Spears. Oh, you talking
about with Kevin Federline?
Kevin Federline started this trend that men can actually win a case. You dig what I'm saying? But even if, what if you thought that you trusted that person just like Dre probably did? Okay, he still did the prenup, and they still try to shoot, overshoot their shot and take more than what you feel like they are worth. I mean, then they brought to the table. Would you still do a prenup, period? I mean, it's too late now because you are married. But me going through marriage before and going through an ugly ass divorce, it always has to be a prenup. I don't give a damn if I got $1 in a holy sock. You can't get half of my sock. You dig what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck no. Mm-mm.
All right,
You
Fellas,
didn't let Louisa in.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I agree with the guys. Really, if we're working together and we're doing this together, it's automatic. As for you're going to, I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. But my thing, speaking from the other end, I've left and didn't ask for anything. So, but everybody's not me. So I don't know. But honestly, if it's we working together, we doing this together, it's automatic. It's just what's gonna happen. But I don't know about
I
not
can ask you an honest
necessarily. I
question.
don't know. I can't say.
I put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So if he
Of
was
course,
a major business owner of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you feel me, and you actually help put that work in, you know what I'm saying? Would you ask for something leaving out of the situation?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. But from how I am now, probably not. If it was the same situation that I left, no, I wouldn't ask for shit.
Even if you were entitled.
I was entitled to a lot of stuff, and I didn't ask for nothing. I just don't. I'm not. My sanity and my children's sanity and peace is worth more than anything you can pay me. No.
Real. That's real. That's
So
real.
well, she's
AJ has
going
a good
after
question.
him.
And AI, I want you to answer this. So he wants to know, when do you ask for a prenup?
Mm.
That is one hell of a question. Now, from me being married at 18, yeah, I didn't have a house at that time. I mean, 19. I didn't have a house at that time, but it was all on my credit. It was all on, I was in the military, so I had everything. I had the VA loans. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to. I bought all the cars. I did everything. I think at that moment when you see, because in all honesty, marriage is a contractual agreement. It's not a true agreement between two partners. Because it was a hell of a question that was asked: why do people choose to have a union nowadays instead of a true marriage certificate? Is because of that simple fact right there, is that it's based on monetary value. There is nothing about a marriage certificate that is based on true love. If you really love a person, you can be dedicated with or without. You dig what I'm saying? But mainly without. You dig? You're married before you actually get down on a fucking knee and buy a dead ass rock. You understand what I'm saying? But I think that the prenup has to go on business. You treat another person or significant other as a business at that point. What are you bringing to the table? What future do we have together? Are you motivated like I'm motivated? I'm providing way more monetarily than you are. That's the only thing you base that on.
Mm.
Because in the end,
That's true. That's true.
Go ahead.
I mean, no, I was getting ready to finish up. That's it.
Oh, I was saying I don't agree. I don't think that it's just based on who has what. Because see, I think what a lot of people forget is that a prenup is just another business agreement, the same as the marriage license. I know what my plans are now. So if you survive a year with me, just in a regular relationship, the moment I feel like it can go more than that, we're going to sit down and we're going to negotiate a prenup. I have no problem with, doling out what you're supposed to get, but all of that is going to be written down ahead of time. If we don't get married, then shit, it just gets tore up. But I believe in planning ahead of time. You don't know where your life is going to go. You don't know who's going to win the lottery. So with that being said, if we make it a year, we're going to sit down and we're going to negotiate and protect you. That's just me.
Okay, two things. Shit.
Did you lose one? You just lost.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's clear up the fact that marriage is not a piece of paper. The license is a piece of paper. Marriage is the union. If you want to get married without going through the court system, there are traditions, there are things that you can do to, I guess, visually show your union. You don't have to go through the course. You don't have to go, because somebody said marriage is just a piece of paper. It's not just a piece of paper. It's a partnership. It's a union. And if you take it seriously, you really don't have to have that paperwork. You really don't. But for some reason,
here it is.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so just like you said with the union, I'm in total agreement with you on that, right? What we're trying to do is project or predict the future, right? Nobody knows where they're going to go in the future. Right?
I know. Okay, I was getting ready to go to that because you just made me remember the second part. Go ahead. No, I was just responding to them saying that marriage is a piece of paper, and it's not. Marriage and the license are two separate things. There are plenty of people that used to get married and they did not go through the course. They did not have that license. They just knew they were married and they were together. Now, I think that when you feel like you're getting serious with this person, and in y'all serious conversation, the commitment, when you feel like you're going to be with this person for a long time, I think that's when the prenup conversation should come up. Just like you want to talk about the bills, you want to talk about buying a house. You're talking about buying a house, spending this money, the prenup should come up in those deep conversations because that's important.
Right.
I don't feel like anybody should be a fool or get played.
Well, yeah, but I agree, and I see prenups are a lot more prevalent from what I observe with people who are already at that level of wealth or riches, whatever, however you like to describe it, and they meet and they're out there dating and meeting somebody, because like for real, when you're already out, I can only imagine if you're up there and you're trying to meet somebody and they're a standard like a middle class citizen. I guess one of their insecurities is just is like finding some people, making sure somebody is morally for them and not for what they have, and so on and so forth. And that's why a prenup always comes into play with them, you know.
Okay, so let me pose this question to y'all. If you met somebody and you were an extreme breadwinner, you feel me? I'm talking about extreme breadwinner. You feel me? You're like cover of Forbes magazine. You booming out here, right? And you meet someone that doesn't come from the greatest background. You feel me? Are you going to put a prenup in place?
Motherfucker, you better learn from Tiger Woods, nigga.
He
went out there to Walmart and got his motherfucking shit broke out with a golf club and still got ran through.
But literally,
when it came to that money, you better stop.
Yeah,
hoping for the best. You better make sure you cover your ass.
And literally, you just said exactly literally what I just explained. More than likely, it's literally trying to, for real. I don't. How long? For your example. How long are these people together?
I mean, you are in a long relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Long relationship.
Years in
okay.
Before you get married. You know what I'm saying? But being as though she comes.
No, because that's not what Star said. Star said after a year, it's time to sit down and talk about shit. I'm like, damn, a year?
Yeah, that is quick.
Ain't no way in hell you know somebody after a year.
Now, granted, I will say this just to answer your question, Rod. Like I said, I'm pretty sure unless it's somebody who already has their own, I can only imagine a person who has riches has to put a significant other through more of a test than people who are on their same level, because they need to figure out morally, are they for them or are they for what they have? You know what I mean? So that's when a prenup comes into place. If they are, for one, if you're still unsure of whether they're for you or whether they for what you have, there's an issue in a relationship anyway. But still, that's when, if there's a grain of doubt in the back of your mind that you need to take extra precautions to protect yourself, that's when that other piece of paper comes out. You know what I mean?
And that got a lot to do with trust. I don't want to marry somebody I can't trust. And people change. So I understand why people do this, but if I gotta look over my shoulder and think you about to run me dry, I don't want to marry you.
I think that you know, with the days and times, because we are in a microwave age. Even when I was growing up, it started becoming a microwave age to where it had to be a deadline, you know, in order to be married. I think that building together, and just like my man AJ said, in some states, you know, it's called common law. So you live underneath the same roof, you are basically married. You're basically fucking married. You know, and there is such thing as a power of attorney. If you're looking for benefits, if you're looking for, you know, being able to take over states and stuff like that, that can be done. But it doesn't. I mean, come on, man. Women look at all this. I killed my spouse or whatever the hell it is. All these women that go after men constantly. You know what I'm saying? Killing these men all for insurance scams, things like that. Like all because they have the power of that goddamn certificate of marriage. It's a sense of entitlement for women. That's the reason why y'all, well, I'm not gonna say all, okay, I'm not gonna put y'all in a box, but a majority of the women out here right now, once they reach about 35, 36, they start going through that phase. They gotta get married. They gotta get married. You dig what I'm saying? Because they feel like it's their right to be married. They don't believe they want to own an object, especially once the kids leave the nest, especially if them kids is gone. They gotta be married. They gotta.
Man, when these kids leave, I'm getting something smaller. Let me tell you something. I can't even use the bathroom by myself. They got to. I want a little studio space.
Hey, go ahead. But that's real talk. Like, we have to think about the difference between men and women and our psyches, because men don't give a shit about marriage. I gotta be honest with you. We do give a damn about, you know, dedication and showing and proving. We're very visual human beings. Like, we're hunter gatherers. That's what we want to see. We want to see you in the thick of things with us before we feel like, all right, we're settling down. Women have to see a ring first monetarily. Majority, not all, of course, I gotta always put that disclaimer out, but a majority of the women out here, and that's the reason why the climate is the way it is when it comes to prenups and when it comes to divorce rates and stuff, is because women, majority of the time, are the ones that get dissatisfied the easiest, because they had a plan of attack. They had a thought. They felt emotionally, or they knew this was just going to be the perfect situation. There's no fucking such thing. Men, we just lollygagging like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought. I'm done.
Now, question. Now, granted, we don't know what factors went in, just to spin the block back to the Dr. Dre case. We don't know exactly what factors went into the decision of the court. But do you think the fact that a prenup was involved in their relationship, that the decision went how it went? Do you think that plays a part?
No, I don't even think they had any. I don't think this particular part had anything to do with that, because they didn't mention any of the other prenup stuff. They didn't mention anything about her going after the name. They didn't, and his, you know, they didn't mention any of that. It was just the security and the $5 million for her lawyers.
And viewers, please don't hesitate to continue to do research after the show. What does a prenup actually protect? As in, how strong is it really? You know, what is the purpose of it if it really doesn't hold up, or does it? That's the question.
Exactly.
Are we really protected?
I think the question is do you need to be married? Like, do you like honestly, can you, is that a thing now? Is that a fucking thing? Like, as many examples as we've seen of men getting taken down, more so than women in all throughout the history of mankind. Okay, diaries, all this stuff. For men, are we the reason? And women always look at us and be like, man, they lollygagging, man. I got time to waste. I ain't got time to waste. I ain't got time to waste. Well, I gotta die soon. I might live to only 65. Men we don't live very long. Do I feel like wasting my energies? You know what I'm saying? On some bullshit. Or we just have a union until I pass, man. You still living the same life. God damn. What is the difference?
I think for us it means commitment.
Mommy, I didn't hear my
I think that's what it
Mm.
I think it means definite commit, like you just proving that you're totally committed to me. Not necessarily saying that either one of them are going to be that way, but it's like proof that you're totally committed.
Do women think that men feel the same way? Or do y'all look at us weird when we rush marriage? Because I've heard that before. When a man rushes marriage, it's kind of weird for y'all. Overbearing at times.
I think it just depends. I think it depends on the woman. But 3 months is too soon. Man, come on. You can know at 3 months that you want to marry a person because that's possible. I've heard stories of people getting married in 3 months. But you do have to look at, that's just like if a woman just starts bringing up marriage after 3 months. That's weird to you guys, right? Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's weird after 5 years.
Well, that's understandable.
If a woman gives an ultimatum, it's weird to us because when a woman gives an ultimatum, we feel like we're rushed no matter what.
But then do you not expect for somebody that you're with this person for 5 years? Of course, she's going to think, okay, we're together. What's the next step? Even if you're moving forward together, and not every woman thinks this way, but I guess depending on if they have children or if they're not doing, some women just, you with a person for so long, you just expect that to be the automatic next step. And that's why communication is important. That's why sitting down talking about what you think your goals, your future goals, what you want out of life. Is this person, do you see them in your life? Do you see them going with you? That communication is very important. You have to have these hard conversations. So,
Well, speaking of communication, we got a weird story coming out of Florida. And ladies and gentlemen, AI loves Florida. I don't know where the fuck you find these stories. And AI, you're gonna have to leave the story.
Florida got the juice.
A Florida man throws a Bible at deputies. What the hell?
Oh, this is new.
All right. So here we have in Sarasota, Florida, a Marion County man is in jail after the police said that he threw a Bible at officers who were responding to a burglary. Now, according to Marion County Sheriff's Office, Robert Hoskins confronted the deputies and yelled, I commend you, not condemn you, I commend you, before throwing the Bible towards the deputies. Now, I implore everybody on here before we just deliberate this, or we talk about this. If you go and actually look at WWSB, shout outs to ABC7, they actually have the Marion Rundown, which sheriffs and deputies, or sheriff deputies get on, and they actually talked about this. They actually talked about the situation and made light of it, man. Like, they are hip. You dig? But yeah, man, they said that he was immediately tased.
Immediately tased.
They got his ass.
Now listen. I have to take a page from another said show. Can y'all guess exactly what race this human being was?
Spanish.
Was he white?
Keyword tased, okay? We don't get tased anymore. We get shot in the ass immediately.
I'll be good. If one of us threw a Bible.
Oh, you gonna get shot in the name of Jesus, bro. You gonna get shot in the name of Jesus.
Back, you heathen.
Look, let me read his charges that he might be faced with. Burglary to an unoccupied dwelling, petite theft, not petty, petite, criminal mischief, property damage, that because he kicked down the neighbor door, battery on an officer, and resisting an officer without violence.
So you mean to tell me, AI, if there was a black person who threw the Bible, we would have got shot with holy hollow tips?
Boy, it would have been blessed in holy clan water. You understand me? They would have threw up the OK symbols and said, "Praise God, Jesus," and shot right through that motherfucking Bible. You hear me with the hollow tips, bro? With all the love in the world.
I'm done, yo.
In the name of Trump, I bless thee with these bullets.
Hey, go ahead. So
Here's Florida.
I'm jumping all over the whole conversations tonight. Of course, everybody know we got one of the most, I don't want to say cherished, but one of the most favorite holidays coming up soon, which is Halloween, and due to Corona, shit is changing, and there'll be some changes going on. So I was Googling and trying to find, if they were going to shut down Halloween. Did anybody find any research?
They're shutting down the parades.
Yeah, no trick or treating like that neither. So
all
I'm saying, say that again.
I said the CDC announced on the 8 o'clock news that they would not shut down Halloween festivities for DC and Maryland, but they are recommending that you don't do door-to-door trick-or-treating, but they're not going to just shut it all down like they were saying they were at first.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a practicing Jehovah's Witness anymore, but I'm Jehovah's Witness every fucking Halloween. Period. Lights is off, nigga. Don't knock on my door. Little rug rats. I don't give a shit. You hear me? I give my kids candy directly, nigga.
And they said the reason. Oh, go ahead, Jay. I mean, Rob.
You come to my door, you getting straight hand sanitizer, the little mini travel jokes, and a little pack of Clorox wipes.
AI. No, I ain't gonna hold you. AI look like the dude. If he was to celebrate Halloween, he'd be putting pork and beans in the bag and like Spam and shit.
Oh nigga, it's gonna be wholesome meals in that joint. Hey, little motherfucker, you get these goddamn Vienna sausages. You gonna get the bread to go with it. I'm gonna give you some, sourdough at that. It's gonna be gourmet shit too. It's gonna be gangster. You each get a piece of sourdough bread, charcuterie board, all that shit. It's gonna be healthy as shit. Like, why the fuck is my kid so muscular this year? Yeah, he went to that neighbor's house, didn't he?
Yeah, he even put some kosher in one kid's bag. Some pickles and shit.
Filter fish.
Filter fish.
Giving out cans of tuna and shit.
Oh, I'm every religion, huh? I'm every religion. All my faiths combined, huh? I'm like Voltron and shit. I'm like, oy vey. You want this watchtower? You want this watchtower with the spoon? Huh? This is what.
Nah, but real talk though.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah, trunk or treat.
Wow.
Yeah,
but yo, real talk though. It really bothers me that.
Okay, can I not be heard? Y'all don't.
No, well, I can't tell. We can't really tell when you're talking or not because you and it sounds like a DJ scratching your voice like that Trump that trick or treat that.
And we hear you perfectly clear over everybody.
No, I ain't got a cricket phone like somebody.
We go
like one
before it happened.
Oh shit! I've never heard a person say you look like a cricket phone.
I did not. For real, that insult took me so far off guard. I'm actually going to let it slide through custom.
That's fucking hilarious. Hey, Star, go ahead, baby.
I was just saying, my club and I, we're doing trunk or treat, 2 different locations for the kids. So, this year I will be dressing up 2 different Halloween costumes and, so some kids will still be able to get some candy. I think we're doing a DC location and a Baltimore location.
Hey, you want to know what's dope
Hey,
about
that's gonna be dope.
Halloween? I'm able to be, ever since I've had kids, I've cherished and loved being the same thing I am every year. Y'all want to know what that is?
What?
A fucking parent. I don't need a costume. I'm out there with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Come
Yeah.
get the
Nah,
candy,
that
come
was-
back and give me the Snickers.
Yo, but for I'm gonna miss the Halloween festivities, you know, because granted, I like to dress the like Halloween costumes. I like the parties, the pranks, and all that good stuff. You know, it's not gonna be the same due to this COVID crap. But well, what can we do? It's my
Well,
favorite
let me
holiday
read-
too.
Let me read the guidelines for the people that want to know what they can do.
I'm actually curious. Do tell.
They say you can leave baskets of candy outside. Some people do that anyway.
Right.
Have kids wear gloves and carry hand sanitizer. Keep parties and other gatherings outdoors and socially distant. Make sure your hands are clean before eating sweets or candy. Open windows and doors if you do have people visiting your home, or have Zoom Halloween parties.
Hold on.
Listen.
Zoom Halloween parties.
Oh well, yeah. Fuck them for even suggesting that shit. Who the fuck is gonna get fucking costumes?
Just be in your
to
living
sit
room by
in front of a
yourself.
Fucking, hey,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
That ain't no fun.
Right.
People was doing, Zoom cocktail or
Well,
That's
I've had Zoom
different.
parties, but this is different. You got to go through the whole ringer of like putting on the makeup, the costume, and all that stuff. You know, it's a whole process. The going somewhere is the motivation for dressing up and all that stuff. You know, it's different.
Hey, listen. So I was about to get into something about hand hygiene and products because, of course, they mentioned that. There is diseases that come from using the lipid barrier between the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Rock, you are trying to give people staphylococci.
Staphylococci. That's what she said.
And gram-negative bacteria, bro. Like, yeah, look, we gotta chill out with this, Like, it's crazy right now. But the CDC seems to be like pushing this element of sterilization. It's something weird going on, bro. It's something freakishly wrong with this.
You know
what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Motherfuckers are actually washing their hands now, and we're stopping the spread of COVID. And they're like, "Damn it, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. Tell them to stop it. Tell them to stop using the shit. It's bad for them, man. Look, I'm over it. Sorry,
man.
All I
know is
go ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead.
You wasn't done. I want y'all to think about why they call it social distancing instead of physical distancing. I just want to drop that in your mind. Okay.
Now that is deep, and somebody deserves this. Now shut your ass
healer.
up.
I
did.
Look, you not no, you got to go. You can't wind up and not pitch. You gotta
think about this. Okay. What is physical? What is social?
I mean,
we're social right now.
No. Well, never mind. Sorry.
Go ahead. Social is the connection, the relationships, the friendships, the talking, the communication. That's social. Physical distance is what they're making us do.
So did they title it wrong? Should it have been physical distancing?
They titled it wrong, but there's a motive behind that, because now everybody's paranoid. You can't even talk. People so scared. You open your mouth, you're gonna get them the disease. And
that's a motherfucking lie.
Because
I've been to 3 different baby showers. My brother just had one. My niece is about to have one. Somebody fucking. That's social distance. That physical distance ain't working.
Guess what? A lot of people. Well, I live with a whole hell of a lot of people. But a lot of people are afraid to be around people. They're losing connections. They're not talking to people. They're not. You can't hug. Physical, these touches are part of your social life. You got, and even like this stuff in school when we was growing up, we had to do social stuff too. Not social studies, but we had to do. They graded you on your friendships. The way you communicated and interacted with your friends in class. So why is it now you want to social distance people instead of physically distance people? You got to remember words are important. Words are spelled. You got to remember and listen to how they use certain things.
Do we really want to go down this rabbit hole? Because I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist. I am in agreement with you.
I don't even think it's a conspiracy. You just have to pay attention. That's why I said what I said and be quiet, because you can really go deep into this. But
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, because I know somebody that's listening right now, and I'm not gonna say it, but it rhymes with croc. I know that if I say it, he's probably gonna dispute that. So
Booyaka, booyaka.
Shots fired.
So I mean, go ahead.
Don't want to address what?
No, I was just noticing that AJ said they want to ask a serious question. I was waiting to see what that question was.
Yeah. Put his last comment back up. Let's see what's up.
Well, no, he hasn't asked it yet, but yeah, bro, we're listening, AJ. But in the meantime,
right,
Rock, what was you saying until my brother said something?
Man, look, I can't remember, bro.
I got some short-term memory loss.
30s, man. Damn.
It's a bunch of damn goldfish on this damn podcast. I'm sorry, everybody, but this is what you have to look forward to. Get your prenup and remind yourself every day of it. Okay, put it in your Bible. And then throw it at the deputy, so when you catch that bullet, they know who the fuck not to give the money to. You understand me?
You're such a mess. I swear to goodness. But I think people are taking it to the extreme. Like, to just keep it light. Everybody knows I stated early on in the show that my dad is currently in the hospital. Well, the hospital that he was previously in last week called me and said, hey, we wanted to let you know that your dad was here and you can come see him if you can bring us 7 negative COVID tests in a week. So you literally telling me I got to go every day and get tested, bring you all of them just to visit my sick father. And I'm like, I understand they're a hospital, but I thought that was just the most extreme mess I had ever heard in my entire life. Like, am I wrong? Is that a necessary precaution, or does anybody else feel like that was excessive?
Do they even allow you to take that? Do they even allow you to take that many at once?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That shit's terrible,
bruh. I took 2 of them.
I took one myself, and for real, thankfully, it's not as extreme as it was in the beginning process. Because I heard in the beginning they stick that joint in the back of your skull, but when I took mine, they mainly just stayed right here. It still wasn't pleasant, but at least they didn't get my dang brain cavity when they did it.
Yeah, they used to go up into your sinus cavity.
So AJ, so we got to address AJ. His question was, they want to send the disabled kids and poor kids back to school in Charles County, and why? Why would they do that?
Wow.
Speak for Charles County. I live in DC, and I'm in a group called the Great Ward 8 Group, which a lot of Washingtonians, whether they live in Ward 8 or not, are in that group. And it's been a big issue because a lot of parents are complaining directly to the schools and the administrators about wanting their children to go back to school. Me personally, I feel like that's stupid. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not with that. I'm not comfortable just throwing my children out there. I think it's sad that parents have made the kids and are perfectly fine with their kids getting on the nerves of their teachers, but now that they have to deal with those kids, they want to throw them back into a possible dangerous environment. To speak directly to AJ's question, knowing that it's been reported that more people are dying and having adverse effects that have already had pre-existing conditions, I think it's messed up that they want to put the disabled kids there first. To me, that screams agenda, but I'm a conspiracy theorist anyway. So anytime something like that comes up, I'm going to feel like that's an agenda. I don't think it's cool to send children out
That's
there.
a whole good year blimp.
Right. Right. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't get that. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's right. Sadly enough, in a lot of these, I guess you would say, these school systems, a lot of these people that are making the decisions for your kids don't even have kids themselves. And their kids don't go to school with your kids. So they stand a better chance anyway, because a lot of private schools are saying we're not opening our doors until we know it's safe. A lot of them, their kids go to those schools where they're not in danger, but they want your children to be thrown into danger. So I'm not with that. I'm with you. I don't understand why, AJ.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So speaking of the school system and kids going back to school, this distance learning and crazy parents just been real crazy. I just recently seen a video of a parent walking in the background, butterball ass naked. The teacher
Bucket.
put some clothes on.
Like,
You
What do
know,
you say?
no, she was like,
Bucky,
no, it was funny because with the accent, I don't know where she was from. Did it? But that accent came out. Like, hold on, who in the world is back there naked? Cut your camera off.
Rock. I gotta
The mother didn't even catch.
Not
Go ahead.
completely naked. She had a bonnet on her head.
She sure did.
Hey,
You better tell him. You better tell him.
yo, man.
All I know when I was watching it, and the funny thing is, she didn't even catch it till they called the baby's name. Now
Right.
you know you naked. You don't hear nobody saying who back there naked. But as soon as they called their baby's name, she jumped up. Ooh, everything swinging and hanging, and she just ran out the room.
Right. First thing I saw was ass, and then
Of course,
I
you
just
did.
saw. Yeah, well, of course, everybody did. You know,
I know, I'm not
and I don't know if
sure.
it was the camera, but that ass looked abnormally big. I was like, hold on, Star, is that one of your relatives? But
Yeah. Here we go.
You know what?
Here we go.
Don't be bitchy. No, but
that's
seriously,
important.
two things. I was
Sorry,
gonna
you
say
cutting
there's
out
two
again.
things
Oh,
that
there you
stuck
go.
out to me. There's two things that stuck out to me about that scenario. First of all, her son put her in the trick bag. She had to be asking him where something was before she got in that camera view. You see him stick his hand out and point towards the closet before she head over there. You feel where I'm coming from? And I'm just
Oh
like, dang,
my
he just put her all in the
God.
trick bag. I was like,
We
OMG.
definitely don't feel where you
You're-
coming from because a man can't walk around ass naked in front of no children. Why do women feel comfortable walking ass naked in front of their kids?
hold on, AI. You
But
gotta
see,
say
you
the
bought-
famous phrase, bro.
Everybody loves a
You
titty.
said,
Hold on.
What's that?
nah.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
right.
What you say?
Wait. Hold
Once
on,
a dick
y'all.
comes
Hold on.
out, there's a charge.
Yeah.
Hold
When
on.
them nuts
Star,
in the dick.
hold on. Star was talking,
Star
y'all.
was
Hold
still
on.
talking though.
My
Hold
bad,
on.
Star.
Get
Oh,
it
my
out. Hold
bad.
on.
AI, you brought me to my second point because I totally do not agree with mothers walking around their kids naked. That's your son.
Cool.
Your son
I
should
agree.
be able to describe your areola, your pubic. Like, it's just wrong. I'm sorry. I understand some women feel like I birthed it, but no. At some point in time, you got to stop being so free with your damn kids. I don't agree with that at all. At all.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you there.
Okay, so, and I agree with that
My
as
bad
well.
on the misquote.
I agree with that as well, but let's think about in the other countries, particularly Africa, in the villages where they do walk around like that. Men and women. Are they wrong?
First
I
and
didn't
foremost,
say-
let's get this
Bro,
straight.
what?
let's get this straight
Agree.
before we before you go off. Let's be real and honest, because in most African villages, the men are always covered their genitalia.
Yeah, their genitalia is covered.
Period.
But
Now, I don't
what
know how
about
sensitive
the
we need to be on
women?
a nipple or,
Now,
because breasts are nothing but the extension of a chest of a woman. It's the same thing as any male, you know what I'm saying, that has gone through any hormonal changes, anything like that. Maybe we take that a little too seriously, but
Yeah,
she had her ass and her coochie out.
yeah. And granted, over in the villages and in the tribes and all that stuff, granted, the more everything I've seen, the women had bottoms on. It's just the
but
chest
the
exposed.
children don't. The children don't.
That's true. Now, granted, and also you got to take into account they're desensitized because of how their way of thinking, their customs, and so on and so forth. Our way of thinking over here and how we're programmed to live over here in the US of A, that's why it's frowned upon, because of how what's put up here and how we're quote unquote
Keep
raised
going.
raised here and programmed to think here.
Okay.
It's completely different than it is over there because that's just normal. Walking around, that's just our regular everyday stuff. Over here, sacred, need clothes.
And that's what I was saying. Now, I don't approve of walking around your children naked.
When that
Of course. Would you say, Star?
I said, even in Africa, where there are still some small villages, and the women still walk around topless. Even over there, I feel like once that child is big enough to not be being breastfed anymore, that child should not be seeing your breasts or any other part of you. Your kids shouldn't be running around. But like I said, I was agreeing with Quick. It's a different culture. You feel where I'm coming from? Over there, the reality is some villages, although Africa is now a very advanced nation than what people actually believe, people automatically assume all of Africa is a third world country. And it's not. There are some small villages that still don't have, okay, we can just go into town and buy shoes. Okay, we can just go into town and buy clothes, or we can just go into town and buy fabric. So
Now,
their
there's a thing
circumstances
that
force
Star, you
them
cutting out a little
to have
bit.
to be like that. We live
There you
here.
my thing is that there is such thing. Hey, look, my man AJ was talking about the women that was naked on National Geographic.
You said I'm
Believe me,
cutting
bro.
out.
Yeah, you were
all
cutting.
males. You were.
You were cutting out while you were talking. You were going in and out. We couldn't really catch like half of that.
So, my bad, people.
But the thing is that I think that what we fail to realize, y'all, is that even though there is such thing as innocence, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? From a certain age, you don't know what sex is about. But then all of a fucking sudden, there is this thing called puberty. And nobody can resist puberty. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody can. And so you don't really necessarily want a person to be too free. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want your kids to be so free to to the point where they just getting ass naked in public. Like, that's called, you know what I'm saying, streaking and what's it? Indecent exposure. It's still a law. You know what I mean?
And a record.
Yeah, that's real talk. But Zena, not Zena. Star, go ahead.
I was just. Oh, go ahead, Star.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just agreeing with all of y'all. Like, the rules are, the laws and the way of life is different here. My thing is, I feel like exactly like AI. You feel me? There is a such thing as puberty. And sadly enough, because of television and the things that our children are exposed to, whether they're right in our face or not, our kids think differently about seeing a naked body than those children who are, that's their culture in Africa. A lot of times they don't get exposed to the same programming that the children over here get. You feel where I'm coming from? Like, for instance, just pulling it, Cardi B. You feel where I'm coming from? She goes over to Africa and she performs shows and everything else. But that doesn't mean that the parents over there are turning on her music videos every day to even get, those young boys supercharged to a body. Whereas here, it's all over the place. You hear it in cars driving down the street. You feel where I'm coming from? Like, you got little 5-year-old boys and little girls asking, what's WAP? You feel where I'm coming from? And depending on who they ask that question in front of, you might not tell your child what WAP stands for, but the minute you walk away, you don't know if your neighbor's hot-tailed daughter ain't telling him, oh, my mommy said that WAP is, so it's different here. I still don't find it appropriate. I understand that's his mother, but no, at some point in time, you have to, have some respect for yourself and respect for the young man that you're trying to raise and put some clothes on your ass.
That's true. But also, too, if you know your child in class, why don't you have on clothes?
Point blank.
Facts, yo.
Hey,
the
yeah, that's how
computer
you
is
did
in
that shit.
there. You should know
That's
better.
how you did that shit. You bring your ashy ass and your wolf out to the motherfucking old camera to the Zoom.
You said the wolf?
OMG, you just killed me.
The cool?
No, because, okay, so I'm gonna put it in the chat, y'all. Just talking. It was a commercial, a European commercial called The Wolf, right? And everybody's little private area was howling every time the men came around the women. It was the most hilarious shit I've seen in my life. When we get off air, I'm gonna put it in the chat because I swear y'all gotta see why he just killed me when he said that. It was so crazy.
Because I've seen it.
Commercial. You said that's why you said it. You seen it?
I have. I saw it.
I didn't. Say you got the wolf.
Yeah. So share it to my Facebook. Yeah. So everybody who's listening, if you follow us, you can also see it on Facebook. I'm gonna make sure everybody see that mess because it was hilarious. I digress. I'm done.
So let me ask y'all this, because I mean, this is a real crazy subject because it is all about what region or what part of the globe that you grew up in, because people in Europe they're not really afraid of nudity, more so than Americans are. I think that has something to do with what the Quakers and all that stuff, a lot of the religious outlooks that we have here. Would it be wrong if we all decided to be nude? Wouldn't that kill a lot of sexual appetites, like, because you would just be used to it?
No, but it would trigger a lot of pervs.
Yeah, it will. No, because a lot of the perv and pedophile is the mystery and the chase. So if you have the option to see something all the time, you become dull to it. It's just like a gynecologist looking at coochie all day.
Well, technically, we were supposed to all be walking around nude, but the first woman bit the damn apple.
Hey.
All right, now. Hey, look, bruh, we just got over the divorce shit and the premium shit. We not about to go there, bruh.
Yeah, I was gonna
we ain't start putting clothes on until some fruit got ate.
And Zena said she don't want her kids to see her hot pink robe. What the fuck? And Lion's Mane. Did y'all see that shit?
They said they not gonna see her naked, but they might see her robe and her cap.
No. I don't think you understand.
Her hair. I'm sorry, her hair.
Oh shit! I thought that was code word for ass. I don't know.
No, they said. Look at you.
Hold on. What was the code word for ass?
He thought something about
hot pink robe. I thought that was like the word for like the new word for what? I don't know.
Look at you. That code word for ass. So no. Wait a minute. Hot pink robe was the code word for ass.
He's so crazy.
Yo, Rock.
And it's not wild because we over 30. We got the Uchi Wally, Uchi Bang Bang. Y'all forgot.
So wait a minute. So hot pink rose was the code word for ass, according to.
I thought it was. I thought that was.
All right, Rock.
And it said robe.
Rock, you know what I'm about to ask you. Rock, you know what I'm about to ask you. Go to the chat, hit up Star's nickname, Change it from Jaguar Star to shoot 'em up, shorty, hot pink rose.
Oh shit!
Hot pink
And
rose.
lion's mane. I like lion's mane too. Hey, Zena, shout out here. Hey, lion's mane is. Oh, that's your hair. Okay, my bad. That's the hair on her head. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I done made Zena out to be a fucking perv over here. Sorry.
Y'all funny as shit.
Took the whole thing and flipped it.
Hey, that sounds like some white people's porn. Yeah, that sounds like if I went on like Pornhub. No, what is it? Adam and Eve, the porn site, and you barely see them, like they're just hunching. You would hear them say, "Just come down on my hot pink robe. Come here on my hot pink robe and touch my lion's mane." That sounds like some 70s shit. Now the lion's mane, some 70s shit.
Bruh. Yo, bro, do it. There's a new segment for There's a new segment for Red Filter. I say Red Filter. A new segment for the new YouTube channel. AI just gotta do voiceovers on random clips, like animal clips or some shit.
We can't hear you. We cannot hear you.
Check your mic, bruh.
I said, look, hell yeah, I need that work because 21 Savage got my man on there. He got Morgan Freeman on there. I might win. I might just win, y'all.
Yes, you saw it. Listen, you gotta have some type of serious clout to get Morgan Freeman to talk on your diss track. I'm so glad you brought that up because I was just stuck.
That's real.
When I I was like, that's really Morgan Freeman. Like, it's not somebody impersonating him. Like, how much money do you have to pull that off? It's Morgan freaking Freeman.
The crazy thing about it is the way he explained it is that he rather enjoyed the description of a snitch and a rat.
Mm-hmm.
He actually read it out, and he said that that's the reason why he did it, because he never knew his damn self. What the difference was? I
will say the only person that will probably be more expensive than Morgan Freeman, or as expensive, is James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
you know, that's probably he to go.
I love James Earl Jones.
Not more expensive than my sperm speaking in that club. You hear me? I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker up semi-auto. You hear me?
All right. And speaking of code words, and I'm glad we did. I'm glad you did this whole code word thing. To start, I know exactly what I'm getting. I know exactly what I'm getting you for Christmas this year.
What?
I'm getting you a hot pink robe.
Excuse me, everybody. I'd like to bring to the stage.
Damn business.
This man's sperm.
You said, what was that you said, Star?
I said, I'm not discussing what color my robe is because it's none of your damn business.
Well, you gonna get. See, I know which one. I know the one you get. I know what color the one you get for Christmas.
Thanks to Zena, we now have perverted shit to say, okay, to each other. Okay.
That's y'all mind.
If you're having a bad month, ladies, please say, "My lion's mane, it's sprouted."
The lion's mane is sprouted. You stupid.
And if you're ready for what is it? Company for Netflix and chill, always say the robe. The pink robe is open.
Now, question though, I'm gonna tell you, but like I don't know, but like for real on the Morgan Freeman thing, it just hit different. That whole snitch definition just hit different coming with his voice, you know. Because if it was like I said, him or James Earl Jones, you know it's real.
That'd be too much for anybody to handle, bro. That's like both of them combining to like read like a fucking nursery rhyme book, bro. Like you would pay the fucking ultimate attention.
Yo, what would have been gangster? If Morgan Freeman was on that intro, if the album closed out with James Earl on the outro though, and he was the last thing you remember from the album, because that's the last thing you hear, shit.
So I got a question for everybody while we still on the subject. Real quick, because I want everybody to have a chance to respond, and then I'm gonna respond last. If you was releasing a diss track, what celebrity do you want to give that definition on your track?
James Earl Jones or Morgan Freeman? I would say Samuel L. Jackson, but it'd be too funny. I think it'd be too funny. But the way he did that, it couldn't have been better. Like that type of voice, that type of seriousness. Like for real. I would have took the same route, to be honest.
I would
What-
want Dave Chappelle.
I see Louisa trying to think about it. What about you, Rock?
Mine is the late great Charlie Murphy.
That would have been
That
too
would
funny
be
though.
dope.
That would have been fire, but it would have been what he would have been talking like old boy from the Players Club. I'm gonna do something to make you feel great.
People like, you thought you was ready for the street? Wrong.
Wrong.
You was a snitch.
Wrong.
I would say Whitney Houston because she can
Pre-crack or after crack? She got to get booted up first.
Bro,
Like,
you
we
ain't
got to know.
shit,
pre because she could swoon the definition and you'll be offended, but you don't know that you're offended.
Bruh,
So,
I know a perfect one because like for real, when it comes to voices, like Morgan Freeman, and when it comes to a woman, an OG giving that, it would be one of two women who I would do that with because they got the voice. It would be either they both gone, rest in peace to them. It would be either Nina Simone or Eartha Kitt.
That'd be dope.
Oh,
My man
Eartha.
AJ Kitt
I
said
love
Denzel on his
Eartha.
track.
Oh,
Yeah,
Denzel.
if
Denzel, he
Eartha
said
Kitt-
Denzel.
Eartha-
That'd be dope.
But no, if Eartha Kitt came on with that like raspy voice she got,
I love
and
Eartha Kitt.
because that would sound gangster, yo, like straight up.
She didn't give no fuck anyway. So
No.
she would just let you
She was
have
the
it.
first Cardi B, huh? Like she would make all the
Facts.
noises, Mark, and all that shit. Huh? She was the real Cardi B.
Marcus, darling.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and the thing is, if you hear Eartha's voice talking like that, she sounds like she got a gun in her hand doing that. Like
Nah,
she'll
she
shoot
sound
you
like-
right after saying
Nah,
that.
she
She'll-
sound like she gonna take advantage of you sexually every time she talk to you.
Hey, so hold on. I
Then-
got a bonus one. And don't judge me. It would be Betty White.
Betty.
Oh, you want a fucking golden girl, my nigga?
Yeah, bro. I think
Betty
Betty White.
Right-
Shit,
Betty-
we going there?
Betty
We going
White
there?
is
Are we really
raunchy.
going there, my nigga?
Betty White.
I want
and
Captain
Raunchy.
Picard on my shit, nigga. I want Captain Picard, nigga. I want Captain Picard from Star Trek on my shit. You hear me? Fuck you, man.
Oh, yo, that is crazy. That's that. Wow.
I want
That's
Denzel Washington, and he got to use the voice that he used on Training Day.
I knew
When-
you was gonna say that.
Yes, about being in Pelican Bay. I need that exact voice right
But that's
there.
too. So you want him to be already angry? That's what a snitch is.
Yup, just
That's
like
the definition between a snitch and a rat.
yup.
A rat for real.
That's
The
crazy.
definition. No, I'm
So
telling
you-
you, that's a definition between a snitch and a rat.
God dang, AJ. Hey, look, AJ out here spitting out this knowledge. He said Denzel too. He said Denzel too on the feed, and he also
Ooh,
said
Minnie
Minnie
Riperton.
Riperton.
Minnie Riperton.
Ooh, yeah.
So you want her to be like, snitch is a bitch? I don't know what the fuck you gonna say.
You gotta
For
phone
this
them into
track.
it.
All right,
Phone
boys.
them into it.
Yo. Wait a minute. What about Barack?
Yeah, the definition of a snitch is I don't know, yeah. That'd be
You
be too
kind of
lackadaisical. Yeah, you couldn't
Dave
take a snitch
Chappelle
serious out
for,
there.
Barack. So like Dave Chappelle, Barack.
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's like a mixture.
Definition.
That's why I said I would rather have Dave
definition
Chappelle on
of
mine.
a
Key and
Period.
Peele. Key and Peele.
Yeah, that.
Well, no,
Barack.
they'd be too funny. They'd be too
You
funny.
said tell them to get Oprah.
right, but
Nobody
like-
want Oprah on their crowd.
Oprah, who the?
But wait,
fuck AJ
wait,
get
wait,
off
wait.
that
That's
champ?
what AJ said.
Yo, but
Mm-mm.
wait. Question. We literally, what would it sound like if for something like that, we got the person who we paid tribute to on it?
Hey, AJ
D
mentioned
Mac.
Bernie
AJ
Mac.
said Bernie Mac. He said Bernie
Yeah,
I
Mac.
he
didn't
said
see that. Well,
Bernie Mac.
good. All right, I didn't even see that. Shouts out to AJ.
Mhm.
That would be
Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. So let me change the question up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're going a little off topic. And it was a what the fuck question.
very.
If you could have someone commentate your sex moves as you're, you know what I'm saying, having sex, if you can have somebody commentate, who would it be?
Gilbert Godfrey. Straight up.
We already know it.
Gilbert Godfrey. Because he would make that shit so funny.
Hey, bro, he's annoying as fuck, son.
I love it, yo. Ever since he was the damn bird in Aladdin, I've been a fan.
Now I'm a little old, everybody. But if I had to have anybody commentate my sex, it would be Marv Albert.
Who?
Marv Albert. Yeah, he was the commentator for the NBA for years, bro. Marv fucking Albert, bro. He bit a broad's titty so hard he left bite marks in it. You don't remember that?
I do.
Damn.
I remember. For your question, Rock, I want Casey Haley.
Who?
KC from KC and JoJo.
Oh, Casey.
Oh,
Ooh,
my
yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Weezy?
Every
Now
time
I gotta
I
ask you the
close
same.
my eyes,
I gotta ask her the
I
same
see
question,
that
Weezy, that I asked you
pink
about Whitney.
robe.
Is this post Mary J. Blige crack, or is this pre Mary J. Blige non cocaine or whatever?
It's after. His voice seemed to get better before he started becoming a stone cold drunk.
You say this after?
He's straight.
Yeah, go ahead.
He sing his way through a dark ass tunnel. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
gotta be.
I'll say Shaka Khan.
But
Oh,
Joe,
so you want now? Granted, so y'all don't want narration. Y'all want them to sing all your moves.
now let me
And
be
that's
real
that's
with
a
you.
different
Let me be
question.
real
We
with you.
talking
Stephanie
commentate.
Mills is
Key
good
Winans.
too.
Well, she
Oh.
already got my underwear. I already gave her my drawers, Joe. Hey,
What?
Kiki Wine is gonna
She
have
put
that
them jaws on
19th
the
baby for
Hold
me.
on, AI.
Oh
You
my
gave up
God.
the panty draws, bro?
Bruh, I will buy some panties for her, bruh. I don't know what she into, but I do it for her, Joe. Kiki
No,
Winans
bro. No.
can
Aight,
sing
aight,
my
well,
ass into anything, my
No.
man. Hey, listen, I'm the
Aight,
white
well.
boy to click, y'all. I don't give a shit. I
Hey,
Bro, you
love
said she
Kiki
always
Alright,
Winans,
well,
bruh.
alright. If we doing
bruh.
if we doing singers, I choose Janet.
Janet gonna talk
Oh,
you
why? Cause she
into a
nasty.
stupor.
Always, cause
Cause
she
she
nasty.
nasty. Oh, Johnny Gill. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
right, so no, Grant.
Was you
I'm trying to
trying to
imitate
be
that.
Johnny?
Hey, now that I think about it, I want to switch my answer. I want Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh,
He
yeah.
yelled,
Oh.
"Turn around!"
See, look.
He gonna scare you out of it.
Look.
All right, I'm down.
Y'all
I'm
talking
naked.
about
Yeah.
singers and shit. I'm gonna go with Chris Collinsworth. My man is gonna
What?
break down my whole entire performance. It's gonna be Sunday Night Football on that bitch.
Oh.
But can you imagine another man going into details about how your balls might touch something, bro?
Oh, no,
like
no,
I don't
no.
really
Matter
know.
of fact,
I had
no,
to think
no,
about
no.
that Marv
Matter of
Albert
fact,
answer, bro.
I gotta. You know what? I know exactly who I would like to commentate like my sex moves and shit.
Who?
Good old JR and Jerry the King Lawler.
Hey, we got a real slobber knocker here.
Yeah, I need that. I need them wrestling
Oh, y'all just
commentators.
nasty as shit.
All right, so look,
Y'all
look.
Yo.
nasty as shit.
Oh
you
my
said his first
God.
choice was Janet. Yeah,
Would y'all rather
Yeah,
have
well, yeah,
Shaq?
like I said, it depends on what kind of session I'm going. If it's on some romantic shit, it's Janet. But if it's some, I'm tears that shit the fuck up. JR, Jerry the King Lawler, I need all that. Let me see.
He said near her.
Hey, I need that though. I need that though.
So look, here's your choices. If you had to choose between Shaq and Charles Barkley commentating your sex life, who would it be?
Well, I would like to say that
I choose Shannon Sharp.
he's penetrating. He's
No,
penetrating
that's
pretty
Shannon
well,
Sharp.
pretty nice.
Shaq.
So
Charles Barkley.
yeah, that was
I want Shaq.
I
Shaq
probably-
mumbling like shit.
Shaq, I ain't going front. Shaq will probably make it funny. Charles
Nah,
Barkley gonna be
Charles
like,
Barkley gonna say the weirdest shit. Yeah, he gonna be like,
Shaq,
well,
look at that.
as I say in Alabama.
look at that off the side, high pink robe. She got the high pink robe. The high pink robe.
He in there clacking balls on the robe. He clacking his balls on a pink robe. That's just I ain't with that shit.
Hey,
You know what it do?
Hey, AI, if we
Yeah.
have a serious moment, quick, I just need you to blink if you're in trouble, buddy.
His screen is frozen.
Yeah, bruh.
You
Did
might
he
just
say he's
okay.
sleeping one eye open?
Okay, yeah, quick. We gonna have to intervene. Oh, there you go.
He had to
He's now
turn
officially in trouble.
and busting his ass to the white
Alright, shut up, yo.
one
That ain't
day.
gonna work. I'm talking about no, because she knows. Like I ain't going front. My only the only reason she's saying that is because she know because I ain't going front. My personal celebrity crush is Janet Jackson. I'm a diehard Michael Jackson fan, but I also love his sister. So that's why when I mention Janet, she likes sleep with one eye open. So yeah, it's every time I'm
Hey,
see,
listen.
look,
Hey,
he got
bro.
me. Look. She really hate the fact that I
Hey,
love
bro.
Janet.
Hey, bro. Kiki Wyatt. I keep saying Wyness is Kiki Wyatt. Damn, I'm old, man.
She said,
I'm so retarded, y'all. I done got my baby mama name messed up and everything. It should be Kiki Ferguson. It's going to be Kiki Ferguson, though. I don't need no prenup for that. She can have whatever she wants. She
Like,
can
for
have
real.
Have whatever you like.
She can have my whole beard, nigga. I'll shade this motherfucker off and
all
give
right,
it to her right now.
all right, so Kiki Watt and Janet. All right, do any of you guys, aside from me and AI, because we just said it, do you guys have celebrity crushes at all? And now y'all quiet.
No, I used to.
I do, but
I don't really have any
not
now.
trying to. I'm trying to sleep with both eyes closed tonight.
The devil is watching.
Man, don't even pay attention to her. You on the air. What's your crush, dog? You got
Hey,
witness.
bro. Hey, hold on, real quick. I need everybody to look at me.
Hey y'all, when he blinked twice, we gotta go over there and save this nigga, yeah.
Bruh, I'm in the same. Well, bruh, if it makes you feel any better, I'm in the same boat. So go ahead. We're gonna get through this together.
Hey, my man AJ said Eve, man. Jesus. Okay. All right. You want some of that Philly love. You want that thug love.
Okay. And you say who used to be your crush then, Wheezy?
I had a few.
Mine is Betty White.
Shut up, you lying.
Shut up, dog.
That's your safe word. That's the safe word.
Safe. Stop playing it safe. Suck it up, dog.
She a golden girl for real.
You say you do love Snickers though, motherfucker. You say you do love Snickers. You don't follow in Betty White's footsteps. You following her around. You a stalker.
Yo, stop it, dog. Really?
Yeah, I guess different phases. Okay, so when Terrence Howard first came out with Sparks, and Sparks, I had a crush on him. Did anybody remember that show?
Oh yeah,
no.
Yeah, I used to watch. I had a crush.
You had a crush on who?
Terrence Howard, Sparks, and Sparks. After that, no.
I ain't gonna front you the first time I ever. I ain't gonna front the first time I seen Terrence Howard. He was playing Jackie Jackson. So
after Sparks, and Sparks, Busta Rhymes and Raheem Devon. Now I just don't really have any.
So was it dreadlock Busta Rhymes? Was it woo? I got you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Why did Zena just say her last celebrity crush was Lil Zane?
It was Puberty and Lil Zane.
Puberty and Lil Zane. That's funny.
Hey, why you say like that, yo? Why you do that?
Yeah, what's wrong? Yeah, why you do that?
Why you do that? Hold up. The way.
Yeah, why you say that?
No, I'm just saying,
That's the most ratchet I ever heard you sound.
How's it ratchet? I just said, Oh, that is kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's different. You had a little hood swag to that. You was like,
back for a second. Y'all made me go back, so I went back.
But why did Lil Zane make you do that? What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Star.
So look, since we on the topic of celebrity crushes and sorry, go ahead.
Can't hear you.
You
I
said
said
what
I
now?
tried as I could. My celebrity crush has always been the same. It's Usher.
Really? I was thinking that you might like Usher.
Ever
What
since
it
I
is
was
about
little.
what it is about Usher Raymond.
Now the funny thing about that is it's the weirdest. I've always liked his ears. He got big ass ears like Martin. It's always been about the ears.
Did you just
So
say?
that
Hold on,
is
hold
the
the fuck
ears.
up.
So
Hold
is
up.
that your thing?
I like ears too, though. I do.
So is that y'all
Hold
thing?
on real fucking quick. Yeah. Hold on real quick, quick. Because we got to unpack this, okay? Star is not off the hook just the fuck yet, bro.
Yo.
She is not off the hook. So you telling me of all the body part, and men, y'all got to be listening out here. I hope that y'all listening on Spotify,
Please
whatever the
do,
hell
because
you
y'all
listen
need
to.
to understand
Please
that
listen to
our
this.
weirdness is
No, hell no, because we run around here trying to get 6-pack abs, and niggas need to get ear extensions.
Y'all
Niggas need to get
y'all
ear
need to do
extensions.
that.
I
You
got
like
little
y'all
ass ears. It ain't no way.
You
It
like
ain't no
y'all
way in
belly.
fuck.
Let me break this down so that it can forever be broken. Okay?
Wow.
My attraction to Usher. He got big ears and a big nose. So he is just like the sexiest, most singingest Mr. Potato Head ever. It has always been Usher.
Oh
I
my
used to like
goodness.
Tupac for a short while, but not more than Usher.
So that's your
Then
type. Ears
That's
is your
cute.
type.
It's cute. It's
Mr.
cute.
Potato Head, who could sing.
So you had a thing for Mr. Potato Head back in the day?
No, I had a thing for
You
Usher.
don't understand the logic. He's cute with the ears and the nose. Y'all understand?
All
Oh,
right, I
look
got a
at
thing.
AJ.
I got a thing.
That big Usher.
We didn't. I'm glad we didn't even hear what you said because you was remixed again. So
No, she was reading
anyways.
what he said.
All right. Wow, I didn't even read that. All right, but yeah.
AJ commented and said he had a cousin that looked like Usher. Do I want to meet him?
Oh yeah. All right. See, matchmaker, hook her up.
Here we go, Si. I told you, if you
Me
always
doing
ending up.
every single show.
Yo,
The
just hit
weirdest
the
thing
DM.
is going to
Yo,
be,
just hit the
she's going to
DM.
ask you his ear circumference.
Yeah, is that a requirement on your Tinder app profile? Must have.
I ain't got no damn.
Must have ears like a Mogwai or a German fucking shepherd. I need a German shepherd looking nigga. I need a nigga that.
You need. She need them elephant.
Yeah, anything that can dig for water in the middle of the Sahara with his trunk. That nigga, that motherfucker right there.
Yo, she need
Shoot.
ears that can. She need ears that can shade her from the sun in the summertime.
Terrible.
So look, let's move forward. We closing
She's
on
so
3
silly.
hours. Let's move into our last topic of the night, and that is Tevin Campbell is stepping up and what threatening to sue, or he's suing Jaguar. Star, you got the T on that?
Okay, so Tevin Campbell did respond to Jaguar Wright, and he said that he has his lawyers on deck because he has never been a prostitute on Hollywood Boulevard. As of yesterday, Jaguar Wright responded to that, and she called into question his arrest record. She said, "You want to sue me, but I heard it on the radio." Basically, she did call him a prostitute on Hollywood Boulevard, but I think she meant to take trick. She was saying that he was arrested for picking up a transsexual on Hollywood Boulevard, and the police caught him at it. So her response was that she feels his manager told him to say he was going to sue because everybody that she's mentioning is getting mentioned on YouTube. So basically her logic, or what she said, was she feels that he only said it to try to re-jumpstart his career.
Well, in his tweet, he said it was defamation on let me read it. Hold on. Wait a minute, sorry, y'all. Talk while I find
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you, man. She been out this jump. I've been listening like seriously to her, like every detail, and I'm waiting for the responses by the different celebrities. I figured it was gonna be defamation of character coming out.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna happen,
Didn't she say, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm lying, sue me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sue him.
That's what
not,
she said.
Not us.
She getting sued.
Yeah. But he said, okay, so his tweet was, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Okay, so he said, according to Jaguar Wright, I was a sex worker on Hollywood Boulevard. It's called online defamation. Do not test Tevin, and it's capitalized with the dots in between. He was mad. My lawyer is on deck. I would take that YouTube vid down if I were you. My past is well documented, and I've learned from it, and I own it. I will not tolerate anyone telling lies about me online. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for any damn thing. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too crazy about pretty. Then he says the YouTube video by Jaguar was reported, and he says, still, let's pray for her. Seems like she could use some positive energy in her life. These are two separate tweets. But,
And while we're talking about responses, Jill Scott and Christopher Williams both responded to her online too. Jill posted on her Instagram that Christopher Williams reshared that said the lion does not look back or respond to the small dog when it barks. And then they basically tagged everybody that she's been talking about: Mary J, Diddy, The Roots, Talib Kweli, Alicia Keys, all of those people. So they basically said the same exact thing, basically calling her a little dog.
Now, she does seem emotionally distraught in a lot of the things that she posts. She does seem a little incoherent at times, ranting and raving, a little bit out of it. But something inside of me feels like she got to be telling the fucking truth. Like it seems like she about to cry every time she says this shit. And I've seen her say the same thing on multiple platforms within the past 6 weeks. And it all is the same exact verbiage, word for fucking word. I don't know how long you can keep that act up. You know what I mean? So there's got to be some truth to it. And remember, this is Holly Weird we're talking about. So yeah, I think she might have some validity to her the stuff that she's saying about Tevin.
Yeah. Well, she also
until someone's called her on it, and we gonna see when the theory gets pressed. So
she also said
gets pressed.
Why now? She said, she first of all maintained that everything that she's been saying is true. She's still holding out on that. She said for some of the men, she sent sexy women in there with tape recorders. So she's saying that she does have proof that she's waiting to release. She said it was an entertainment lawyer that was a friend of hers that she said has actual videotape of the Diddy and Christopher Williams incident. And she said that the reason that she's coming out now and going specifically at the different artists that she's going at is because at some time or another, they all were under Clive Davis. She said her end game is to make Clive Davis quit. She feels like he's the ultimate devil. He's the head. They don't do anything, any of the things that she's alleging that they did, unless Clive sanctions it or tells them to. So she feels like he's the bigger problem, and that's her actual target. So basically what she's saying is, I'm going to take out all of his minions until he don't have nobody else to do the effed up stuff that he got them doing, basically. And she said that the Storm Monroe show on YouTube.
And what would be why do they do that? Like, what would be the point of waiting to release proof? Just put the shit out there. Like, what's the point of this waiting to release crap?
It's called ammunition, and you only use it when you are ready to, my man.
Absolutely. Aside that, everybody has to keep into account. She's coming out with a book. She stated that up front before she started, telling all the things that she said she knows, that she's putting the most heavy stuff that she hasn't spoken about in her book. So my guess is
you want to make bread off it first.
I don't even think that. I think my thinking is that once she puts the book out, that stuff is so much worse than the little things that she's already said. She's going to need to have proof. So if I'm going to put this book out and, it's, I'm speaking on times and dates now, I'm getting more in depth with it. When you try to call me a liar and show up with your lawyer, then I'm going to have this proof on deck. So it's more so about playing your cards close to your chest and not exposing your whole hand.
Yeah. This shit is getting deep, and I really look forward to it because I think we all had our assumptions about how weird Diddy is and shit, and some of the crazy things that he does. But to hear Mary J. Blige, there's nothing wrong with them living their lives. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if Diddy gonna be that way, Diddy gonna be that way. But I think a lot of this, and what she's venting about, is that it was a lot of taking advantage of females. It was a lot of how she said about Common. She even mentioned him. She woke up with him trying to put the microphone to her mouth. You dig, like, just randomly, which does happen in crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? On buses, tour buses. But yeah. I think a lot of her bitterness is because she went through that and it wasn't for her. You dig what I'm saying? She's seen a lot. She was trying to fight, who she really was too. Because I think she's LGBTQ, right?
She's married now. Her husband is a military.
He was.
She's openly
to a woman.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
Okay.
She's married to a man. She has dealt with women though. She has dealt.
Yeah, because one day I seen like footage and pictures of her where she was dressed more manly than womanly. So I'm pretty sure that's when she was going through. I'm assuming.
Well, she also openly admitted that she used to be a madam. And that's how she got some of the information on some of the men, because they were, basically buying her hoes or renting her hoes, so to speak. So,
Hey, look, Zena said if you marry Jaguar, I get a prenup. No shit.
I like what she did there.
Oh, shit. I don't know, y'all. I'm exhausted talking about Jaguar, and she's been exhausting me mentally. I don't know what. It's so much information. I've never been force fed so much information that I can't stop listening to, because I want to make sure, and I want to fact check her and make sure that she's not lying. And every time she's on another goddamn show, she says it word for word, and you cannot just rehearse shit like that. You just can't. To describe things to a T like that over and over again. There's got to be some misinformation somewhere, and she is not missing a beat or skipping it. So we shall see, y'all.
And aside from that, you got to think about the seriousness of some of those allegations. Like, you better have some proof with some of the things. Like, she also said that she believed that Diddy, either killed Kim Porter, his baby mama, or ordered the hit on her in some kind of way. That is a very, very serious accusation when you're telling the world that this man killed the mother of his twins and his son. Like, you gotta have some hardcore facts behind that. How do you come back from that?
Now, question, just to play the other edge of the coin, as Rock would state, what if Jaguar is just BS in this whole thing? Then what?
Then I would think that is the greatest marketing scheme of 2020. And by the way, shout out to Sonya. I was trying to double back around to that. She said she feels that Jaguar is just a clout chaser. If that's the case, and she's drumming up all of this just for her book, I can't lie. Brilliant. Because she got the whole world listening right now.
But I think that's pushing it a little bit though, for it just before a book. That's kind of pushing it.
People will go to those lengths though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think she just got her feelings hurt, and that she's want to blab about the shit that she already knew.
She stated that. She said, I said, she stated that up front. She, like we talked about in the previous show, she said, she lost her son. She's real hurt and devastated about how these so-called friends did her pertaining to that. And she's like, at the end of the day, they may kill me, but I don't have nothing to lose now anyway. My son is gone. So I'm just gonna tell it all. She openly admitted that she's hurt, damn near devastated, and that's what's fueling her. But she's maintaining that, although it's coming from a hurt place, I ain't lying. So I don't know how, we as the viewing audience should take that. But she did admit that it's coming from a hurt place.
Well, I guess we get to the end of our show. Damn, everybody leaving early. Shit. Second round, I'm playing.
They went into the green room.
I guess we can go ahead and get in the green room. There you go. Hold on, there go. GI Motive.
Hey, what's good again? I don't know why the fuck this happens to me at the end of the show every fucking time, Joe. I think Rocky's doing this shit on purpose now. I think you're trying. I think you're doing it on purpose.
Blame the producer. Where the hell is Weezy at?
Oh man. Seems to be a light skin thing tonight, yeah.
Yeah, it's always a light skin thing. We're special. We're gonna talk about that on the next show. The struggles of being light skinned.
Man, we got to, bro, because I'm the leader of the Light Skin Coalition, bro, and I would love to explain our dangerous lives and us being attacked and everything by our own kind. Yeah,
we got to reach out to our fellow khaki colored brothers.
Oh my God,
I'm not khaki colored, sir.
I can't stand y'all, motherfuckers.
I'm red.
Did y'all just say khaki colored?
I'm red.
Khaki.
Yeah, man. Khaki, man.
I'm not involved in that one.
It's all good, man.
Where the hell is Weezy at?
Man, we waiting on Weezy, man. Hey, look, I had to actually go all the way back into the feed and then redo it on the link that you sent. So that's the only issue, because I was backstage for a little bit, but it just didn't seem to work for me until I clicked back out. But these are the problems that we have, everybody, when we are practicing social distancing as per the CDC. So we just bitched about that tonight. Yeah, it's the struggles, man. Technical issues all the damn time, man.
OMG.
Oh God. Man.
Yes.
It's all good, man. So, man, hey, look, I had a wonderful show, man. Shit, Rock, take it away, man.
Hey.
Damn, well, y'all go ahead and do y'all where they can find you at,
Be on the lookout for that new summer anthem, Hot Pink Road, by K Quick and Taylor May Rock.
Featuring Jet Star.
Oh, hell.
Brought to you by Chitlin Loaf.
With the intro on the extended intro by G.I. Mosin.
And sponsored by Yellow Burn and Whiskey Right.
Hey. Lit.
Man.
On a real note, man, once again, man, IamKquick.com. That's IamK-QUICK.com. You will find all my social media up there. Also, more specifically, follow me at The Real K Quick, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.com/The Real K Quick. But like I said, IamKquick.com. You'll find all my social media links. And make sure you pick up that new album, Asylum. Also on the website, get you a physical copy, and it's on all music and streaming platforms. It's BBF. Okay, quick. Yeah.
You can find me headed to Hollywood Boulevard to interview whoever got because I got questions.
Get that money.
You find me on Instagram, Star Joiner on Facebook, Just Star 2020 on Instagram. And my final thought is I don't ever want to make Jaguar Wright an enemy of mine. Love you, girl.
Man, and of course you can find me at AI McDowell Ferguson on Facebook, man. GI Mo on IG and Red Nose 1999, Red Nose 199 on Twitter. And of course, the Red Nose stands for the people, not the clown. And I'm gonna be buying some new underwear because every time I listen to Kiki sing, bruh, I gotta send her them joints. I work really hard in them and then I mail them off to her just in case. She might want to smell
She
that.
got the panties, dog.
You right.
No, it's got the draws. Got the draws.
Did you say
No, it's GTP. GTP, yo. GTP.
Yeah. Get away with it? Or you wear panties, bruh?
Man, I ain't wearing no damn panties, man. But I swear to God, she make me feel like I got some panties on when she sing, though. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, you needed.
I didn't know my dick could get so wet. I didn't know your dick could get wet like that. You know, my dick get wet.
Oh hell!
You made him walk on from a distance. You got that gift, man. You got that.
Yeah. You gonna have to do that at least once per show from now on.
Right.
Still walking too. Lunch break.
Him so sensitive. You can find me at laughing at quick ass, but you can find me at the Blue Phoenix and Louisa Harrell on Facebook. And on Instagram, I'll give y'all both my Instagrams, Lovely Beautiful Mind 30 and the Blue Phoenix Hill.
And be on the lookout for a new line of head wraps coming in 2021.
I should do one.
I know,
And
right?
Mr. Rock, Brother Rock.
The 19-year-old.
Okay. It is me. All right, so I said this earlier on Facebook, and I'm gonna say it one more damn time for the ignorant people in the back who didn't fucking hear me. It's okay for us to not agree and talk like adults. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to politics or any subject, but I refuse to argue with anyone over politics. Like I said, it's nothing for us to sit down and have a conversation like adults to gain understanding from each other's perspective. But it's also nothing for me to knock your fucking teeth out your mouth for your blatant disrespect. There's a fine line. Walk that line. If you don't know how to speak, then don't say nothing at all. I am Taylor Made Rock. You can find me on all social media platforms at Taylor Made Rock. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow this podcast at the No Filter Show. We on all the major platforms and we get it in. Do you hear me? Once again, this has been a great show.
Wait. Let me walk that line real quick and say that VP debate was bullshit. Good night.
Yeah, there you go. So, damn, that was some shit. The fly told us. You hear me? So, with that being said, my good people, hold on. You already know what time it is. Blue Phoenix is. Hold on. It's been great. I will see you later.
Fly SWAT is up.
You're not gone yet. Boom. Quick, my good man, as always. Much love.
The real peace
GMO.
sign, y'all.
The real peace sign. Well, the opposite is the middle finger, but that's a whole different show. Holla at you, broski. And me and this ugly ass meme. I'm fucking out of here, y'all.